It is once again time to prepare your mind for another edition of Weekly Weird.
Oh, ho, ho! Welcome back, weirdos, weirdettes, and weirdlings, to another week of Weekly Weird. My name is
Dio, which of those do you
Dio.
identify as?
I think I'm a weirdling. I think.
Mm.
Yeah, I like weirdling. Or weirdette, you know.
Sure.
Honestly,
That's our fans.
Actually, yeah, our weirdettes. I think, what do we
weirdets.
call? What are we calling you guys? By the way, that is Patrick over there, immediately to my screen right.
Mm-hmm.
And then two screen rights, we got the man, the myth, the legend, Jim Smugface Hickox.
Damn.
Yeah,
Now I know
deal
his
with
full
it.
government name.
Don't steal my identification.
That's right. That's right.
Don't do it.
I mean, why not? Speaking of identification, do we know who this is? Never mind. I'm jumping the gun.
Yeah, that's from Batman issue.
Yeah, this is the Firefly. Yep. Guys, we are talking about the Mad Gasser of Mattoon this week. But first, I should address the elephant in the room. Cookie, thank you for the 20 stream streak. Patrick,
Hell yeah.
fuck off with your big dick 105.
I know. What a fucking ass move that was.
But listen, Mika's streak
But
is over
listen.
9,000, and Jim, yeah, I can't even read that number.
Yeah, too big to
I
count.
started something there. Yeah.
It should have been the. I'm surprised I didn't see the 80085 stream streak.
Ah,
Come on, guys, get on top of it.
Really missed out on that one, yeah.
Well, y'all, it's been a week. What did you guys do this week? Well, anything weird happening to you guys this week?
I blew
can
up
tell
a
you
lot
something.
of balloons. Oh, sorry.
What's
What?
that?
Why?
No, wait, what?
I blew
Say
up a
that
lot
again?
of balloons. Yeah, my sister's getting married, and we had to make a big balloon arch for taking pictures. So I blew up a lot of balloons.
Oh, congratulations.
did you have a favorite color to inflate?
There were these clear ones with confetti in them, and those were
Cute.
the only ones that would pop. And I was so glad that those were the ones that popped because it was quite the spectacle.
Yeah.
So wait,
Yeah.
but that was by design, right? They put the confetti in there for popping purposes, right?
I'll take it.
Okay,
Honestly,
I'm
that's
just
what
wondering.
I
I'm just
wanted.
wondering.
So
I mean,
It's
also-
gotta be.
It's gotta
Confetti's for popping.
be, right?
confetti is for popping.
That's right. Jim, what weird thing did you get up to?
I'm gonna tell you something that I am not doing this week, which is I just found out yesterday that tomorrow is the date of the everyone's favorite event in motorsports, the biggest sporting event in Indianapolis, Indiana, the World Championship Figure 8 car race.
Hell
where
yeah.
cars for 3 hours drive on a figure 8 track and try not to T-bone each other in the middle. And I'm not going to be there.
That is upsetting.
I'm real sad about it. If
Have
I
you-
found out 3 weeks ago, I would not be on the stream
Yeah,
tonight.
for real. If you found out 3 weeks ago and didn't tell us, one, you would never be on the stream again.
We would
Two-
all be in Indianapolis
Yeah,
right now.
We would all be in Indianapolis recording live on occasion. Who is the ghost with the most? Guys, chat, you answer that
The
question.
ghost with the most.
Yeah. Let's go. Let us
Abe
know.
Lincoln? Is it Abe Lincoln?
Why Abe Lincoln?
I don't know. He just seems like a, big deal ghost.
I guess that's true. But
With the most what, I guess, is the real question.
That was- you
Are
were
we talking
literally
about,
took the
like
words out of my
riches that transferred
I'm sorry. Sorry about your
into
words.
the afterworld.
Oh, there you
He's like
go.
the richest dead guy out there now.
Richest dead guy.
Mansa Musa. I got this. Civ 6 taught me Mansa Musa was the richest guy in history. Actually, that's
Richest
probably
dead
not true.
guy.
Beetlejuice.
Richest Dead Guy is my favorite White Zombie song.
Richest dead guy, dig up his grave and get all his riches. And slam in the coffin of that rich guy.
Richest dead guy.
Riches, baby. Yeah. All right, yeah. You know I can't pass up an opportunity to sing like Rob Zombie at any given time.
Get your Dragula on.
That's right.
How come no one else has a band like Rob Zombie's band? Why didn't that genre ever catch on beyond just that one guy?
There is a guy. What do you mean? Ghost is a band that has like very similar vibes.
You really?
All right.
They don't feel techno in the same way that he does.
I guess not, but that's because I feel like during the Rob Zombie heyday, eventually we'll talk about this week in Weird, guys. But I think this is an important discussion. I feel like there are like that metal, that was just like metal, you know what I mean? Because he wasn't quite
new metal,
yeah. It was, so that was just the way metal sounded at the time, and now metal sounds.
And I want
of
some
that.
now.
Yeah, you want more of that. More
That's
new
like
metal,
horrorcore, hillbilly new metal.
Horrorcore hillbilly new metal. Hell yeah! Let's get it. There is.
Let's
Cookie. Go. Cookie, let us know who that is.
Hook us up, Cookie.
Right?
Is it your band, Cookie?
Living Dead Girl. Yeah, good song. That's right. Cookie's band. Speaking of hook, look at what my beard is doing. It's like hooking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's real pointy.
Sinister.
I know the sinister urge to hook my beard.
Yeah, a little
Church of Satan. Yeah.
Diablo. Yeah.
Anton
a little LaVey.
That's right. Actually, that guy was a creep. Anyway, what happened this week in news? In weird news. The weirdest news.
Well, Dio.
Patrick.
Good transition. Solid transition.
Thank you.
Well, Noodles of Offspring fame had a UFO encounter.
There could have been a good transition there, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
From Rob Zombie to Offspring, there was something. There was something there we could have grabbed onto.
Speaking of turn of the 21st century bands who haven't aged well.
Yeah. Oh my man, I found out that this guy is 61 years old. The guitarist of Offspring. That was a shocker for me.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
He doesn't look 61 though. I'm gonna be honest right there.
Yeah, I mean that's by design. I mean, look at the way he dyed his hair.
Yeah.
He looks great.
But so courtesy
still
of
named
Yahoo
Noodle.
News. Yeah, I know. He's still named Noodles. You think he would have dropped that like after 40?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Stop calling yourself Noodles.
Do you think I'm going to drop DOTV after 40?
Dio
I should.
isn't Noodles.
Damn it. I'll never be Noodles.
Sorry, bud.
No, you won't. You won't.
Fair.
So, Kevin Noodles Wasserman, that's his real name. Guitarist of Offspring was recently interviewed by Brocard, the infamous singer we talked about, paranormal expert and former wife of dead Victorian soldier. He said that he wasn't freaked out by the sight of a mysterious light that moved across the sky before disappearing. He actually coined the encounter as cool. The encounter happened in St. Petersburg, Russia. But it wasn't enough to convince him of alien existence.
Wait, what the fuck was he doing in St. Petersburg, Russia?
I imagine a concert.
Yeah, probably an Offspring show.
Yeah, but do they like Offspring in Russia? Do they have a big fan base there? They probably do. They probably are just now getting the Smash album.
Yeah, Americana just hit the waves over there right now.
Could say.
Igor, I am pretty fly for white guy. Give it to me, baby.
So,
is this your Russian Offspring cover band?
I don't know where. If that was a Russian accent, I don't know. I mean,
was vaguely Slavic, you know.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
So, but Noodles wasn't the only interview that Brocard did out there. She also had just finished up with an interview with Lemmy of Motorhead fame.
Wait, when?
From the dead? Did she? Oh, sorry.
Yes.
I jumped the gun.
Dead ass
What?
Lemmy from fucking Motorhead. What, you doubt her?
No, I just assumed that maybe this was an 8-year-old story.
Oh my god.
No, this.
Of course
This
it's
was-
not. Of course she's channeling Lemmy.
Right. Listen here,
I feel like if you made it through to the dead and you got to Lemmy, he'd just be like, "Ghosts aren't real."
Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't do the
Fuck
Lemmy.
off.
It has to be more pain. The Lemmy voice is like,
Yeah.
if you want to get more, I'll tell you what I need. Yeah.
That actually like broke up for me. It was so powerful. This is,
I tell you what I need. You win some, lose some, it's all the same to me. Sorry. All right.
yeah. That's all I got for
Oh,
her.
okay, great.
And her endeavors.
We'll
what
see
did
what
Lemmy
she does
say, though?
next week. Yeah, what did Lemmy say?
I don't know. It wasn't about Lemmy. It was about Noodles. And
Ugh.
honestly,
Who cares about noodles?
I know.
I
I
know.
am.
I should have delved into the Lemmy interview. That
The
was
long
bad.
leg singing. That's exactly what that
We'll
was.
have to look into it, yeah.
Oh man. Well, I'm gonna steal the Egyptian themed temple one from you, Jim. So, an Egyptian themed temple of a UFO cult is up for sale in New York City. So, courtesy of
Who's buying? Let's go.
You know what? The property is projected to fetch for $2 million, which
Okay.
is pretty crazy for a place in Brooklyn.
That's interesting because I also looked into this story and I think you're quoting the official like what the property is actually worth, but the cult wants it for like $5 to $6 million. They're like,
Yeah, okay.
it's like,
Yeah.
it's like, are you gonna buy this shit? Like, hold on, where's the actual picture of it? Oh man, I guess this is the best picture of it.
That's the
Yeah.
one in Brooklyn. The one
Yeah.
that's even bigger with a Sphinx is the one that's in Georgia,
Yeah,
which is like a whole ass compound.
Oh, and they're selling both together, right? Is the deal?
I don't know about the one in Georgia.
Oh, okay.
they're selling like a one in they're selling this building and then I guess there's a bookstore attached. So they're selling both of
okay.
those. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Does it come with all the
So-
books?
Mhm.
I don't know if you want the books, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Fair.
and despite the appearance of this this facade, I don't think this is one of those fun cults. I think this is one of those hate group cults.
Sure is. So, black supremacist group, and I'm going to try my best to pronounce this stuff. The Nuwaudian Nation, known
That's-
for their worship of ancient Egyptians and their belief of UFOs and other various conspiracy theories, are considered a hate group. Due to their dwindling membership numbers, they are selling their Brooklyn location, which includes the bookstore, as well as that very Egyptian building. Some of the members actually still live in the property, though a majority of the group moved to Georgia with their leader, Dr. Malachi Z. York, formerly known as Dwight York, before he was arrested for racketeering and child molestation charges.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Boo.
York, yeah, he's currently serving 135 years in prison for his 74 counts of child molestation, 29 counts of aggravated child molestation,
Jesus
and 1 count of rape.
Christ.
Yeah.
Mm. Well,
So, pretty standard fare for a cult leader.
I mean,
yeah. I think that's actually some pretty. That's a lot of counts. There's a lot of counts.
a lot
in
of
there.
counts.
Yeah, like that's a
Yeah.
lot more than maybe most get caught with. And
Yeah, usually they get caught before them, I think, is the
Yeah.
distinction.
Yeah, usually,
he
usually
hit triple digits on molestation charges, dude. That was pretty crazy.
That's crazy.
That's a commitment to molestation.
Usually buildings like this catch fire and the people inside die by gunfire. Like usually that's how these things end. So it's kind of crazy that it's remained. I don't know if this story talks about like the neighbors of this place, but one of the neighbors in the story I looked up was like they don't take care of the house. We'll see how much they even get. So they're not even like, they just slap a new coat of paint on this as this thing deteriorates. So it's pretty funny. It's like whether or not they're gonna yeah. It's pretty wild. I should say I looked up. Jim did all the research and then I read all the stories. So
No.
Well, seeing as that's all I got for this story, Jim, do you have anything to add to it? Was there something that you know?
No, I thought I skimmed this article and I thought I saw a Sphinx, but I guess the Sphinx is in Georgia, which is too bad. I thought maybe this building had a Sphinx inside of it, and I was pretty stoked about it. $2 million feels like right decent for like a big old compound, but I guess this is just a little building in a bookstore.
Yeah,
that's the Georgia compound.
Less exciting. Yeah, that's what's up.
Sphinx. Yeah,
that's what we want. How much for that one?
Place.
I think that one's already gone because they did raid that one.
Okay.
That one's a mini golf course now.
Yeah.
Although, as you say, a building like that, like the one in Brooklyn, is the kind of building that should have been raided and burned down by the FBI, CIA combined task force, but it hasn't been yet. So maybe that building itself is blessed, and we should buy it and take up a life of crime.
There you go. That is true. That is true. I mean, this is like straight up supervillain hideout from the like 1950s comics.
Yeah, without a doubt.
It's like it's just
yeah. Where it's like super obvious.
Yeah. Where does Malachi Z, the creepy cult leader, live? Well, he lives in the Egyptian warehouse. Like Disney. Like that's that right there. Like,
yeah. He lives right next to the building that sells books that say "Hang out with Malachi."
Yeah.
And not white people.
The teachings of Malachi.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you?
That's the only problem. I don't think we'd be able to buy a place like that. We don't meet the requirements.
Oh, you think it's got like inverted country club rules?
Exactly. It's a reverse country club. They well, apparently when I read it, his son is the groundskeeper on it, and he's just like, my dad was kind of fucking weird, you know, like. I don't know. Did I ever tell you guys, like, so I used to work at a museum in Chicago that was called the Oriental Institute because of racism, but was actually like a museum of like Middle East Egyptian studies and stuff. And there was one time where a man came in, and I was like working the Egyptian gallery, and he kept talking to me about like various conspiracy theories about how like the Egyptians were never warlike, how like they had advanced technology that was like unlike anything seen on the planet. It was like a whole, he like literally talked to me for like 20 minutes, and I would keep being like, no, there's like literally like this thing right here, this is a model of a war chariot.
A plaque of information. Yeah.
And this thing right here, this is like a carving where the pharaoh talks about murdering a bunch of people, and he's like, no, that's not real. And I was like, wait, what? How's that not? It's right there. And yeah, it was. And now after reading this, I am like convinced he was a member of this cult. I am totally.
Was convinced. Did you spend enough time working the Egyptian wing that you got to the position where you get to be the ventriloquist behind the mummy? Or do you have to?
Yeah, absolutely.
That seems like the best job in the Egyptian wing.
Well, first you have to like use the little sticks to manipulate the little mummy arms, and that's a terrible job because then you get mummy dust in your nose
everywhere.
It's just all over the place. So,
chance of getting haunted.
Yeah,
Can you lift 50 pounds? Can you shake off an ancient Egyptian curse?
Yeah, I mean, Victorian English people thought eating mummies was a good health idea, but let me tell you, it is not. I still got I got the mummy lung. So
Wow. You did all that and you only got paid minimum wage too. That's
I know, right? It'd be
$5.15 an hour.
Return to the slab. Exactly. Anyway, shall we move on?
Well, moving on to better places. Cryptid themed Airbnb has its very own escape room, and I don't know. This isn't so much news, but I
An Airbnb
I
with an
love
escape
this.
room? That's funny.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So if you're planning to stay in Fayetteville, West Virginia, well then
And who
Moth
isn't?
Manor, right? Moth
Moth
Manor may be the
Manor.
place for you.
Yeah.
This is a 2-bedroom, one with a king, one with a queen size bed. It can fit up to 6 guests and has decorations from not only horror movies, but paintings featuring Mothman, the Flatwoods Monster, and even, there he is, our main man, Bigfoot.
I want this
Biggie.
on top of my bed. Like, I want this on top
That
of
raccoon? That's so fun.
Right.
What a
Gosh,
good
raccoon,
painting.
Yeah.
Right. Now, it is a little bit too hairy for the in the Henderson's version of Sasquatch for my
It is, yeah,
taste.
with that monumental forehead, yeah.
Yeah, and the giant forehead, but minuscule milkers. But
Yeah.
no, that's no good. It's no good. But yeah, look at
Look at this place. It looks amazing.
Yeah. I'm in.
So throughout this house, though, so it's not necessarily an escape room. Like, they don't lock you in the house, but there are clues throughout the house that lead to, if you find all the clues, you can figure out how to access 2 hidden areas inside the house.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
What's
where you
there,
find
do
the
you know?
bodies.
Well, you have to find the clues to figure that out, Jim.
Okay.
You know
all right.
what? You know what? So, a fan of the show, caller into the show, Brady, who I talked to yesterday on stream,
Yeah.
who could not, he can't be watching. He said he couldn't watch tonight, which he's got a wedding. But he has another West Virginia story for us, so that's coming in the
Great.
future. But listen, if we ever decide to go on location in West Virginia, which might be the weirdest state in the union, though, there we go. We can stay in Fayetteville. We know where we're staying now, boys.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I want to start an Airbnb where I just lock you in. It's a game. Good luck getting out.
Yeah. That's a great setup for a
Jim.
movie.
Jim,
Yeah.
you're saying this into a microphone on the internet. They're like, if we, you can't. I like this.
When
This-
I H.H. Holmes a bunch of people, you think they're gonna find this recording? Is that what you're saying?
That's right. That's right. There were there were never any signs. Who could have possibly known he was an H.H. Holmes?
I want to lock people in my mansion and never let them go.
Oh my. Dude, the unceasing smile with that was just
I know,
perfect.
right? Doom Spiraling says technically Ohio has more haunted houses. Yeah, but are we going for
Well,
quantity?
what
or
is
quality?
Ohio?
Yeah, what is? Great question. What is Ohio?
Isn't it just an
Stand
extension
on
of
the
West
lake.
Virginia?
Is I guess. All right. Shall we? Well, all right then. I still haven't
yeah,
figured out how
yeah,
to
right.
transition between these things.
Well,
Oh, shit.
Ohio brings things down, dude.
Ohio brings things down. That feels.
It does.
Sounds like a Decemberist album.
Sorry, Egbert, if you're out there.
Yeah, right.
Does he live in Ohio?
Shout
man,
out,
I'm really
shout out to
sorry then.
Egbert.
Oh, that's an amazing shirt. I love that.
Yeah, little get fed, courtesy of Egbert. He's watching.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
look
show
at that.
belly. I might show belly. Oh God. Oh, it's right on the
Belly,
edge of the
belly, belly,
the
belly,
belly
belly,
is right
belly,
down
belly,
there. No,
belly,
you don't
belly,
get it.
belly, belly.
You don't get it
Aw.
unless you sub.
Gotta pay.
Five subs and the belly comes out, guys. You don't get it unless you sub.
So, man, I don't even want to. Oh, you put it up. Fine.
I sure put it
This
up,
is sad.
dude.
It's not really paranormal, but Zach Baggins is huge in the paranormal community, so He has lost his dog to the other side.
Oh.
Zach Baggins, of Ghost Adventures fame is known the loss of his dog Gracie, who he had for over 14 years. She even accompanied him on some of his Ghost Adventures.
And I'm all out of bubblegum.
So I'm not laughing at the dead dog. I'm laughing at Dave throwing out 5 subs to get that belly on stream.
I fucking hate you, Dave.
I think this is the most appropriate time to show that.
Wow, all the sound alerts are now hitting up. Got a motherfucker.
Let's get it on.
It's never more embarrassing except during this show. All right, here it is. Fuck, you did this. You did this, Dave. Oh God. Oh man. How
God damn! Look at him. That is a man. That is
oh
what a
God.
man.
I gotta inspect the belly real quick. Up.
Dust it off. Get the
Make sure he
mummy
didn't
dust
draw
off.
anything on
I'm
it
just
last
gonna get a
night.
little piece. Up.
Oh, there's a little
Oh
bit.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Fuck it. We'll just fucking go for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah,
There's that belly button
damn.
right there, boys.
There's the main man of the belly.
All right. Fuck you, Dave.
That was a good
that was
belly.
for you. Thank you. Don't clip that.
That was for someone. Clip that.
Yeah.
Specifically, Dave. Clip that.
Yeah.
There you go.
For
Yeah.
Gracie the dog.
Oh, R.I.P. Gracie.
R.I.P. Gracie.
Yeah.
Bellies for Gracie.
Bellies for Gracie. So yeah, well, Baggins was quoted on Instagram where he puts down some pictures and said some touching things about the dog. He says that he knows for a fact that he will see her again
Oh.
on the 26th
When she
season
shows
of
up and
Ghost
haunts him?
Adventures.
Yeah, exactly. See her in the creepy alleyway. All right, well,
Wait, when dogs die, can they speak English?
why not?
Only to Zach Baggins.
Mm,
Yeah, right.
fair.
Listen,
That sounds reasonable.
I feel
Right?
like if you die, you should get general language powers as a ghost. I feel like that's fair.
I like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like that.
Listen here,
Because-
God, that's fair.
We're bargaining. We're bargaining
That's
with the higher powers.
That's right.
Look, okay, I guess I'll die. But here's what I want in return.
And
If
chat,
God doesn't agree, I don't die. I live forever. Deal with it.
exactly.
The beyond.
Curse you, beyond. Anyway. So I'm moving on from the Zach Baggins story.
Yeah.
Is Zach related to Bilbo? Has that been cleared up?
I don't think he wants to acknowledge it, but I think so. Yeah.
Because he's a Nepo baby, right?
Oh, for
He's a hobbit.
I believe it.
Just famous because of Bilbo?
Both of those things, I would believe.
He was like, my uncle's got all this ring money. I want to start investigating ghosts.
You think
So he's sneaking me into the entertainment industry.
I don't know, man. I've seen those movies. I think that Bilbo and not Bilbo. Frodo was definitely haunted by, you know. The
So you think it's
whole
like a
journey.
family? He's like, because of the haunt of the journey, he's like, I need to solve hauntings.
Maybe. Yes. Oh, of course. Oh, yeah. Dave clipped it. Thanks, Dave. Thank you, Dave. I cannot wait.
What a
Here's
title.
Here's what I can't wait for about that clip. When somebody shouts me out on their stream, and that's the clip. That's what I can't wait for. That's gonna be. All right, moving on. All right, this is now time for Dio's special interest story of the week, and yes,
What?
yes, you know what it's about, fellas. For centuries, Bigfoots have evaded
God,
capture
here it is.
despite every technological advancement in Bigfoot capture technology, such as snare taps and Sony HD cameras. And now, up until now, men claiming to be scientists have been baffled as to how the massive creature could remain so elusive. However, a 2007 photo that has recently been making the rounds, who's returned to virality, if you will, contains the answer. And the answer is not 1-800-Flowers. What the hell? Is Mars! Mars, gentlemen.
What?
Mars. You heard me.
Mars.
Mars. Terrifying photo of Bigfoot on Mars has sparked a huge debate, courtesy of Lad Bible. Guys, look at them.
Wait, terrifying? Why?
How did he get there? That's the next question. Listen, now we know why it's hard to capture him, all right? Because anytime he's being pursued, he's just like, to Mars.
Poof.
There he goes. Poof. All, immediately
Okay. I'll bite.
Mars. Uh-huh.
Why? How did he get to Mars?
That's the question, Patrick. 2 theories, okay? 1, Bigfoot has some sort of nuts and bolts UFO craft that could traverse to Mars in the same way that you or I would traverse to a 7-Eleven to pick up a pack of cigarettes.
And 5 hot
Those-
dogs.
And 5
Yeah.
meat tubes, 5
Yum,
tubular
yum.
meats.
Glistening glizzies.
Glistening Glizzy's hot dogs, a pack of Newports, and a giant Coke Slurpee. You know, that's what you do. That's
Yeah.
The
You
essentials,
and me
yeah.
and Bigfoot. We're all the same.
we're all the same. Or, as some believe, Bigfoot has interdimensional powers by which he can traverse time and space and end up right there. Look he's right there. Look at him. He's just
Do it
chilling.
the classic pose even.
Mhm.
It's like he knows.
Yeah, it's
He's
true.
like, I should play the hits.
That's
I'm on
right.
Mars. They might not know it's me, you know?
Yeah, how else will we know it's him? And there he is. Bigfoot,
What?
guys.
Why don't we think, Dio? I know I'm always the skeptic. Why don't we think that this is just a different Bigfoot that lives on Mars?
Or a Martian. That
Listen,
isn't
I
Bigfoot.
said Bigfoots, okay? That could just
Huh.
be one Bigfoot that lives on Mars. I'm not saying that. All
I'm just saying,
Bigfoots-
why we're trying to problem solve this transition from Mars to Earth and Earth to Mars, but it could just be Mars Bigfoots and Earth Bigfoots, just like there are Mars people and Earth people.
Then why haven't we gotten I'm sorry. Why haven't we gotten more undeniable proof of Bigfoot's existence? Okay, why are we
On
not
Earth,
getting?
you're saying
Bigfoot-
because there's only one camera on Mars and it caught a Bigfoot, and there are millions of cameras on Earth, and we've caught also one Bigfoot.
We've caught many Bigfoots, Jim. All right, but we haven't caught. Don't think about it. You're thinking about it. You shouldn't think about it. All
Yeah.
right?
Okay, all right,
Thinking
done.
too hard about it. We're moving on. What are we moving on to? He asked himself.
I do want to follow up on that Mars Bigfoot story someday, though.
We will listen. We will follow up with Bigfoot. You know we will.
Why isn't that Bigfoot like? Okay,
Okay.
businesses near me in Austin, Texas. Not to dox myself. You know my name and where I live. Come say hi.
Don't do that.
Have started using robots to deliver food. Not a lot of them, some of them, in limited reigns. I haven't run into one, but I would absolutely kick it over. Why isn't Bigfoot engaging with that Mars rover in some way? Who's going to stop him? The cops are millions of miles away.
This is a good reason why the theory that he has a nuts and bolts spacecraft would be the answer. You know what I'm saying? Because
Okay.
then he's looking at the rover and he's like,
Who cares?
Who cares? Right.
Ancient technology.
In my garage, I got, a saucer that I use rovers as roller skates. Who cares? Yeah. So there you go.
Sure. Okay.
All
All right.
right.
I'll take it.
Yeah. You will take it, Jim.
I did take it.
Good.
I put it in
Moving-
my filing cabinet.
Moving on to less real monsters.
It's fireproof, Dio.
Okay, fine. Anyway, in classic Chicago news, we got a lot of Illinois in this episode, guys. Thank her,
Hell yeah, brother.
two Illinois boys here on the show. So we got some Illinois in here. This is a follow-up and a kind of recounting of Illinois' state fossil, the Tully Monster, and how it became the Illinois state fossil. That's what I said. That's what I'm talking about. Stop yelling at me. Looking at my notes. This week, 35 years ago, the official state fossil. Thank you. The official state fossil of Illinois was decided, the Tully Monster. The original fossil was found in 1987 by Francis Tully, a local fossil hunter who was scavenging the Mason Creek fossil bed just 50 miles south of Chicago. It might be Mason Creek. Do you know anything about this, Patrick? Have you ever been there? I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Apparently, it was once
I think it's the Amazon. Amazon.
No. This is Mazon.
Amazon.
It's no.
Amazon.
Like how there's typical and atypical. This is Mazon, not Amazon.
It's the opposite. I
yes,
get it.
Right,
Okay.
right. It was once part of the Illinois Ocean, the ancient Illinois Ocean, no longer there. You know, in case you're.
There's got to be a better name for that.
Yeah.
What? The Illinois Ocean?
Illinois Ocean. It's just there's got to like Illinois is there, but it's not good enough. There's got to be something better. That's all.
Well, you know, take it up with
the
Chicagotian.
Chicagotian. That's
right,
something.
You know what? You're
That's
not.
better.
I approve. I think we can all approve that. Francis found this fossil and immediately recognized that the strange-looking creature, this one, was unlike anything that was ever seen before. And he quickly took it to the field museum.
Except half a frog. It's a lot like half a frog.
It looks like a frog's leg for sure.
I mean, it's vaguely squiddy, you know?
You remember that video game Spore?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I made this in that game.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I was looking at it backwards.
Yeah, this is his mouth over
Right.
yonder.
Yeah, I see now.
Yeah.
I see
What a
my
pain in the
folly.
ass
I'm so
it
sorry,
is.
everybody.
Right. This is back when, like, you know, like God was trying some things out, and he was getting a lot of it wrong.
Really taking some swings.
Yeah, he was just like, listen, I don't know exactly how mouths are gonna work. I'm not sure where to put eyes.
Eating seems gross. Let's put it real far away.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna like eating. This is. I mean, I'm not even sold on this idea yet, but here we go.
But give it 5 buttholes on the side of its face.
That's right. We need all
that food
the buttholes. Yeah. Listen, the butthole is my greatest creation, and this guy is gonna have all of them. The monster has baffled scientists ever since Tully brought it in. It is an unholy abomination, as you can tell, of toothy proboscis, protruding eye stalks, and questionable spinal situations. People are the scientists are not sure if this was a vertebrate or an invertebrate. Who knows? Soon thousands of these specimens were found in the same area. And shortly thereafter, in 1989, it was designated the official state fossil of Illinois after an election where children were originally going to vote yes, no on whether the Tully monster was going to be the state fossil. But the governor at the time was like, this isn't fucking Russia. We don't just vote yes, no. We have to have a real election for this shit. And
Good. Good for them.
They put up a couple of hobby horses too.
A couple other worse monsters.
Yeah, some non-monsters. Oh, it's a fucking T-Rex fossil. Who cares? Probably put Sue up there. I don't fucking know. Anyway,
Is that
Tully
a
Monster.
is that a
Fa-
Chicago reference?
It's a famous.
Yeah, it's a famous T-Rex.
Yeah,
okay.
T-Rex at Field Museum. Anyway, so that's the Tully Monster. That's a little brief history of the Tully Monster. All this happened this week, 35 years ago. Moving
Wow.
on. Yeah,
The
that's right.
butthole fish is the Illinois state fossil.
Yeah, doesn't make you-
Congratulations.
Great.
yeah, does that make you proud to be a fib?
Oh,
You should get a tattoo of it.
Right?
You run it down your whole forearm.
Right?
Chicago Pride, baby. Tully Monster. You get the little snoot could be right here, like on the side of your hand.
I can make it eat things with my pinky.
Yeah.
In,
Oh yeah, that's true.
in more Midwest news, that obviously, like, no one should ever be surprised about. UFOs don't like Minnesota. Oh, how could I have ever guessed? What a crazy concept. UFOs don't want to go fucking watch a Vikings game or go, oh, geez, look at all the lakes. Oh, gosh. UFOs don't care. Minnesota, according to the Enigma Labs, who have a UFO tracking app, UFO sightings in Minnesota are very low. I think first reason, who the fuck wants to go to Minnesota? Second reason, fucking Minnesotans are too busy staring at their feet, trying not to slip on the fucking ice. They're not looking up at UFOs. So I don't get the fuck out of here.
That's true there.
That's true.
They only catch them if they're reflecting in the ice.
Yeah, they're like, oh, geez, and then there you go. That's it.
Oh,
right.
that's what that was there. If I learned anything from the alien documentary Signs, they're also scared of water. So a ton of lakes, probably not their jam.
Fair. I mean,
right.
yeah.
You're going to advertise how many lakes you have.
Yeah, but they still make appearances in, like, you know,
The ocean.
a real place like Chicago, and there's two baseball teams there.
Real place.
And the other thing I learned from Science is that aliens hate baseball bats as well. So
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Good point.
Yeah. I think it's something else.
I'm starting to think that Signs documentary might not have been fully accurate.
Maybe I'm starting to think, suck it, Minnesota. Anyway, that's right. We're starting a fucking feud with Minnesota. You guys, I'm taking you guys into a feud with just the whole state of Minnesota.
Great. I'll feud with the entire state except Jesse the Body Ventura.
Fair enough. He is the king.
Yeah, he scares me.
In more Midwestern news, I swear to God, Jim, every story you found this week is in the Midwest. Fucking Croc Nest Monster invades West Michigan. All right? Many sightings of a 4 to 6 foot alligator have been reported in Crockery Lake near Grand Rapids, Michigan. But don't worry, guys, because this man, Dan Rooks, is on the case.
Dan Rooks.
Seen here mounting his beloved. I kid. He's capturing an alligator, something he loves to do. Dan Rooks, crocodile hunter, is on the case. Rooks, who typically hunts gators in Florida, did encourage.
Dan Rooks does look exactly like a dude who would catch alligators.
Does he?
Yeah.
I feel like he looks
That
like
face.
Yeah.
That face is the face of a man who loves reptiles.
Yeah.
Who's
I
like,
guess-
oh
Shorts
no,
of,
they know I love them. They're not gonna hurt me.
Yeah, I mean,
That's my Dan Rooks voice.
yeah, it's a pretty good one. And
Oh, I'm just gonna head on down to Florida to catch me some gators.
Yeah. Well, you know,
he looks like he's tickling him.
he's giving him a
Yeah.
little tickle. I'm upset at his choice of shoe wear. I mean, the obvious answer would be what?
Crocs.
Wear Crocs. Yeah, while you're
Yeah,
hunting gators.
when you're out there crocking
That way you don't slip.
and rolling.
You know that's a novelty shirt
A
in
shirt
West
that he owns.
Virginia, in West Virginia that you can buy at a gas station that's just crock
Oh,
and
yeah.
roll. And I say that because even though Dan encouraged people to have a good time this Labor Day weekend in the water, despite the fact that a gator was on the loose, but people seem to be taking it too seriously because already people are profiting from the sightings, and Croc-Ness Monster T-shirts and merch are already being sold in the area. So listen, this is what I mean. Like, so I'm starting to formulate a theory about monetizing various of the subject matter we cover here on Weekly Weird.
Is the theory that we should?
I mean,
I like this theory.
This is what we're doing. But the no. If you have ghosts in your house, you're gonna get bankrupted. You know what I mean? Ghosts, poltergeists, it's gonna ruin your life. You're gonna lose a bunch of money. But if you have cryptids nearby, that's local economic boon. Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking Point Pleasant is thriving. All right, and now
I mean, but yeah.
Have you seen they could afford the ass on that
They
statue,
bought that
man.
statue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a $1 million ass on that statue. But yeah, now Lake Crockery, or Crockery Lake, I should say. There you go. Let's go ahead.
I did brief follow up. One of Patrick's stories last week, he mentioned that the Mothman Festival is coming up. I haven't looked into this. I don't remember when it was happening. If it has happened yet.
Not yet. I think it's the 11th and 12th, or maybe it's the 21st and 22nd.
We should remember to revisit, because I looked up the Point Pleasant High School rock band, and the only thing I could find was one video of a couple of students and the guy who leads the rock ensemble talking about how their first gig is... Oh, I think their first couple gigs are like coming up. They haven't played a gig yet. I was hoping I could find a video of them playing, but there weren't any because their first couple gigs haven't happened yet. So the Mothman Festival is gonna be one of the ones. We should see if we can find a recording of them playing, because I think that's worth involving ourselves in.
Okay, all right. You want to become their managers? Start getting start finding venues, take them on tour.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for it.
Yeah,
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't worry, West Virginia, Gators gonna get captured. Also, welcome in Julius Caesar says lol cows ? And I say
lol cows?
What? Anyway, moving on. We've got a sighting and a video to play. Here we go. This is courtesy of Clark Watson of Australia. Wow.
It's kind of like a big wheel rotating around itself. That is the wildest thing I've ever seen.
Can you see it? Can you see the wildest thing he's ever seen?
Can I?
No. No, you cannot. Oh, there we go. You see the little flash?
Wow.
Oh, yeah, okay. Little flash.
I'm more creeped out by the vague face shape of the clouds.
Wild.
Sure.
There's two of them, look. They're dancing around.
They're dancing.
That's right here above the hotel. Look at them.
Well,
We have an Australia. He's from Australia. We have an Australian in the chat. So Emma, did you see any of this? Was this on the news? This is from your neck of the woods. I need explanations.
And look, one's just sitting there. What's he doing?
What is he doing?
What's he doing?
And the other one's out here somewhere there, look. It's actually really weird looking at them. They actually feel a lot closer than they look on the camera. They actually feel like they're right
Our
there,
nerds,
like maybe 300 or
aliens.
400 meters off the deck. It's actually a bit creepy, especially this. What's he doing? Look at him.
What did he
He's
just
sitting
say
up
there?
Oh, I finally saw something.
There you go. Well,
Cool.
there you go.
Good stuff.
Giant
I bet those looked cooler in person.
I know they must have. I mean, from his
Yeah.
descriptions, they looked cooler. in
Which,
person.
honestly, one of the more convincing recordings I've seen, right? Because I've seen a thing that's more than 15 feet away from me and tried to capture it on my phone and been like, oh no, I can't.
Right?
The phone simply will not see something that is that far away.
No.
Which, you know, he could have used a computer later to put something cool there that matched up with what he was
What?
saying.
What?
But clearly he didn't.
No, clearly he did not. You're
Right,
so
yeah.
right. He would no. Who would ever do such a thing? For what end?
I'm just saying someone
Why?
could. I'm not saying somebody would, Dio. I'm just saying one could rip out a hoax by doing something like that. And he didn't, and it's clearly an authentic video of a man seeing a thing and being
Right.
impressed by it.
Right. Yeah, only a scoundrel would ever potentially stream an After Effects project making a UFO into a video.
Yeah, no respectable human.
No. Anyway, moving on. I'm gonna skip this one because it's like, boo. I might skip these two. You know, let's just
No,
keep...
skip what you want to skip.
We're gonna skip the. Listen.
Can I tell you a secret, Tia?
What's that?
If you don't mention that you're skipping them, no one who's watching knows.
No.
They just think you're moving on to the next story.
I am a bastion of transparency. All right. I'm skipping 2 stories about naysayers debunking stuff, including Ted
Oh, I
Danson
see.
debunking stuff. All right. Listen,
Wait, you
if
got
I
an
want
article
to,
about Ted Danson you're not sharing?
and
I will say
Tom
one of these
Selleck.
articles in the document, I'm looking at the document chat, and one of these articles is about a man named Dio in the Austin area who's been exposing himself. And I think
What?
Dio might be skipping it for
Whoa.
reasons other than what he's suggesting.
I don't know what you're talking about. Moving
Okay.
on. Anyway.
No. We're not moving on from the 3 men and a baby ghost.
All
I
right,
know of this
fine.
ghost in the window.
We're fucking
At
talking about it then. It's
Minor
not-
league baseball games, it says. He's at minor league baseball games.
Get out. Shut up, Jim. God damn you.
It says he'll show his belly to anyone for 5 subs.
Sandwiches or Twitch
Yeah.
subscriptions.
5 hoagies and you
Yeah.
get to see the belly.
Yeah, I want to give me the 5. You got 5 hoagies, kid. I'll show you a big belly. All right, these 2 naysayers.
Danson and Selleck.
I know. In a no fun debunking news, apparently Tom Selleck and Ted Danson went on a fucking podcast and talked about how the 3 men and a baby ghost was in
Famous.
fact just a cardboard cutout of Ted Danson that he had on set. And you know,
Listen to the
Why?
disdain in your voice.
Why are they
You
saying that?
fucking guys?
listen.
Went on a fucking podcast.
Who's paying them? How do they benefit from lying about this?
This is exactly what I'm talking about. Why would they come up with such an obvious lie to
Yeah.
to cover up what's so obviously a ghost? Okay,
Also, who would even have a cardboard cutout of Ted Danson? Ted Danson?
weird. All right, the
Weird.
last
Yeah.
the last
That is the
person to
most
have-
likely answer, I realize, as I'm saying it. It
No,
does
no,
seem
no.
like he is the only one who maybe would. But still, weird.
Wait, you guys don't have cardboard cutouts of various 80s celebrities that have had a third act in their later years?
Not that I'm going to talk about.
Okay, all right. Well, not that's completely structurally sound anymore.
Yeah.
Um,
Because I shower with them.
That's right. I
Did
like
the
to-
article have the actual video of the ghost?
No,
that
it
was in the
didn't.
scene?
And no, the article was boring, and I did not like it.
Okay, fair.
Boo.
Have you seen it, Patrick? Are you familiar with it?
I have seen it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right,
Because we could probably find it. I'm sure it's on the internet.
It's not
Oh.
worth it. Go find it and get spooked out.
You don't
want to.
You don't want to go search the Watch Mojo clip.
Yeah, right. All right, this is a good one. All right, this one is actually good. I know I say that about a lot of things that of dubious quality, and we are like continuing the section of Dio's questionable videos of the week, but we're gonna start off strong. Okay.
Need a title for that.
Yeah, right. We're gonna start off strong. We're gonna watch this video. This is audio captured by a meteorologist who was listening to the radio chatter between NASA and the stranded astronauts on the ISS. Let us listen in.
Houston's with you, Butch. Go ahead.
There's a strange noise coming through the speaker, and I didn't know if you could connect into the Starliner and let me keep mic and let you hear it. I don't know what's making it, but I don't know if it's something that maybe is connected between here and there, making that happen. But anyway, can you do that?
We can configure that, Butch. Give us a minute, and I'll call you back when it's ready.
Okay.
Station Houston on 2. We're configured for audio via hardline and CST. If you want to give us a call.
Okay, I'm in Starliner, and how do you read?
5x5. How many?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, I'm gonna keep the mic up next to the speaker.
Copy.
Hear that?
At negative, Butch. We did not hear anything.
That.
All right, Butch. That one came through. It was kind of like a pulsing noise, almost like a sonar ping.
Yeah, I'll do it one more time, and I'll let y'all scratch your heads and see if you can figure out what's going on. Here we go. All right, over to you. Tell us if you figure it out.
Yep, good recording. Thanks, Butch. We will pass it on to the team and let you know what we find. And Butch, just to make sure I'm on the same page, this is emanating from the speaker in Starliner. You don't notice anything else, any other noises, any other weird configs in there?
Very nice. Nothing else. Everything else is normal.
Okay, thank you.
There you go. Yes, this is Nightwing to answer. This is a recording of an astronaut calling NASA from the ISS. The Starliner is attached to the ISS, and it was emitting a strange noise that neither NASA nor the astronaut could identify the source of.
It's one of two astronauts there right now.
Right.
I know there's other astronauts on the ISS too, so they're not exactly alone. But I know that the other guy is in the Boeing thing with him. What if that's just the other guy? He's just frustrated. He's just banging a fucking pipe.
Wanted to
guy.
go home. Fuck.
A month ago.
Hey, I mean,
Oh,
listen,
man.
that's a possible explanation. But yeah, they didn't know, and NASA has recently, this happened this last week, I think on Sunday. In the ensuing time, NASA put out a statement saying, like, listen, there's a lot of different audio configurations. Maybe something was configured oddly.
We're always hearing monsters in space. Don't worry about it.
But they are always hearing monsters in space. There's the weird music around the moon. These are real things. Real. Weird music around the moon. The first Chinese astronaut reported hearing strange banging from outside the ship. Like, there's so much weird noise in space that, like, they just don't know. Like, and it's in the vacuum of space. So
Which is, that when the first Alien came out and they were like, in space, no one can hear you scream, but it seems like that's a lie. It seems like in space, everyone can hear everything all the time.
Yeah, it's quite
You
audible.
can hear someone wangling on a pipe in some other ship.
Listen, I think it's could just imagine hearing that, not knowing what it is, and you're on the fucking ISS. The last place you want to hear a noise that you don't
And
know.
you've watched any movie from the 1980s.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It's the last place you want to hear a strange noise. Like,
Yeah.
I think I saw that and was like, this is fucking cool. Now for more cool videos of equally valuable and equal veracity, check this out.
Check in. I like that green light.
Ghost.
What is that, a defibrillator?
Jesus, Dio.
Ghost. Look. It's a defibrillator.
Ghost.
What
You
else
know what
could
it
be?
is? It's some kid who died and could have had their heart restarted with that defibrillator, and they're like, they've been trying to get it out of there since they died.
There you go. There you go.
Just pushed it out. They're like,
Totally
save
not
me.
gonna
They don't know.
expect
They don't know it's
something
too late.
They don't know it's too late. Ghost.
What a sad video.
More proof positive of ghosts. All right. Now, guys, this next video is going to address a long-held conspiracy.
I saw the title of the video.
No, you didn't. Shut up. No, you didn't. All right. Listen, the jury's out about the moon landing. We can all agree about that, right? Was it filmed by Stanley Kubrick? Did Buzz Aldrin wrongfully assault somebody for no reason, who just a truth-seeking... Jim, come on.
There's no version of the story where Buzz Aldrin was wrong to punch that guy.
Yeah.
All right, guys. If you're not convinced after this video that the moon landing is faked, I don't know what could convince you, okay? Here we go.
Show you how the fucking moon landing was fucking bullshit, because everyone's telling you that was fucking wrong.
Showed me.
Yeah. So fucking explain to me. Here you go. The guy's getting off the rocket ship. Who the fuck is filming him? Who's filming him?
A guy?
How'd the fucking guy get up there if this is the first guy supposed to be on the fucking moon? A different rocket ship?
I don't know.
So they sent the rocket shit up there. He got off and he's like, all right, come on up now. I'm ready to fucking film. Are you fucking serious?
Rocket ship?
He's supposed to be the first guy on the moon. It's bullshit. The car. How the fuck did the car fit in that rocket ship? Look, how did that car fit in the rocket ship?
I don't know.
Okay, right. More bullshit. Then the guy's floating around with a big fucking cord to his stomach, and they're telling you that's his fucking, life support. What's it give? Was it fucking feeding him through the fucking tube like a baby? They're bouncing around like a fucking jerk off. Yeah, watch. Let me show you.
Oh my god.
There it goes. Bye-bye. You know what? I'm going to stay behind. You guys go back to Earth. I'll fucking die up here. And how the fuck did he get the film back to Earth? Yeah, look, a fake fucking parachute. Hey, we're home now. What happened to the guy back on the moon? They just left him?
I guess so.
Yeah, everyone guesses they don't have any fucking facts. Bullshit.
There you go. There's no other convincing person. Nobody's more convincing.
Wow.
What
That dude is hard to argue with.
Much.
He is hard to argue with.
He is.
Yeah. Listen, what happened to the guy on the moon? These
What
are the
happened?
questions. These are the questions Italian dads are asking across the country. Anyway, I just wanted that. Listen, that one was a little goof. All right, that was a real goofy one.
You know what would calm that guy down?
What's that?
5 hoagies.
Oh my god! Yeah, 5 subs.
Fucking vinegar and peppers, yeah.
That's right, little peppers. Welcome in, Catalane. Astronauts frustrated at not being able to return when they were supposed to, suffering ailments because of being in zero G for too long. Yes, that's exactly what was happening. All right, guys. So this is real. This is a little bit of a departure than what we usually do here, but some things are.
But we're gonna make slime, and then push it around in a pan for about 45 minutes.
That's exactly what we're gonna do for the next. All right, guys. Here is a true feat of human physical prowess. Sorry.
Oh, dear God. Okay. Okay.
I didn't need that last part.
No.
Listen,
No one needed it.
what you just witnessed there was a man setting the world record of spitting a ball out and catching it in his mouth and spitting it out again in 30 seconds. He did it 47 times, guys. Look at that.
Do you know if there was record of zero? Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Previous records may or may not have been held by the same man. There you go. There you go. Look at this slow-mo.
Dave, yeah, I was worried.
He knows how to work that ball, dude. Like, he's got...
Dude, the tongue action. He uses it like a catcher's mitt. It's
right?
crazy.
It's... Look at that. Blah, blah, blah.
How long do you think Homeboy spent practicing this?
All his life. I think this
hours. Yeah, that's true.
This is probably something. This is one of those, like, this guy was definitely that, like, weird kid who was like, look what I can do, and was doing
and
this
people
shit.
are like, yeah, cool. And he was like, I'm going to lock this down.
I've got this. I have got this. Also,
it, like, served him really well at parties when he was 13.
I don't think it even did.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, ping pong Petey over here. Like, it really knows how to work the balls in his mouth. But, like...
Imagine him practicing that shit when he was a kid and his dad, like, walks down to the basement because he keeps hearing. He's like, man, that ping pong table was an investment that worked out. He's really hitting. And he comes down and he sees this shit. He's like,
yeah.
Yeah.
No, son, you're doing it wrong. No, Dad, I like it.
Do you think he could do straight up ping pong like that?
Listen, I
like, do you think he could play a game? Do you think he could hit it across the table and he'd like?
I'm afraid to say that he couldn't.
Man.
He couldn't do anything with his mouth. I can just imagine the disappointment of his family. Do you think that man? You know what? I bet he seemed. I bet he's a perfectly well-adjusted man who wanted to get into the Guinness Book of World Records and found out you can doing anything, and here it
right,
is,
yeah.
you know.
He was like, well, I can do a thing no one's done. I love where I guess the video has ended, but where it has stopped right now is this. He does that. He finishes his job. He screams, yeah, at the camera, and then immediately looks off at someone else to the right of the camera. So, like, looking for a love. He's like, please tell me I did a good job. That's where we're stuck right now. Look at him. Look how bad he wants approval.
Does my father love me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I do it?
No.
I'm in the book now, guys.
Outside the convention center, just drinking out of a flask. Just like, oh, God.
Yeah, there's just other parents of Guinness World Record holders. What did your son do? Oh, he's the fastest sprinter. Oh, yeah, okay. What does your son do? Oh, you know, he could juggle the most balls at once. What does your son do? Oh, kind of like that. Yeah, kind of like that.
He works balls.
I think you're misunderstanding the state of the Guinness Book in modern era there, Dio. I think it's a bunch of really disappointed parents all leaning against the bike rack outside who are all like, my kid balanced the most matchsticks on top of a plate that was spinning on a record player. What did your kid do? Also bullshit no one else ever tried before.
My kid can fit the most apples in his anus. Yeah, you're right. You're right. They'll give them out. They give these out to anybody these days. You can pay for a Guinness World Record.
Is that true?
Yeah, you can literally just pay for it.
Scandal.
And it's crazy. Anyway, but again, not to take away from this guy, I couldn't do what he's doing. So
I wouldn't.
He's doing either.
I wouldn't do what he was doing either.
Dave, I love Dave's comment, by the way. Forrest Gump versus this guy.
Let's go.
Because I did envision like Forrest Gump at the vet hospital when he's got the bullet wound in his ass and he's just hitting the ping pong table back and forth. Yeah.
It's just this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it ever just like
like all the way down?
Yeah, you just like
that. Yeah, it seems like a risky thing to do. Like,
I know.
Yeah, surely he's lost a couple of ping pong balls.
Yeah, for real. Or his dad's lost a couple of other kids trying this out. Can you imagine if he was the Joe Jackson of ping pong spitting?
He's just sitting there with a switch. He's like, "Don't you swallow that ball?"
Yeah, just beating his kids until he can spit ping
You
pong
can go
balls.
faster. You have 30 seconds.
Looks like he has an earthworm Jim gum. Yeah, he might. Anyway, that was This Week in Weird, guys. Thank you for hanging out while we went through that. And now to our feature presentation.
Well, two brief things, Dio. First, we do have a sponsorship that we need to address, but also we should open the phone lines once we.
Okay, we will open the phone lines once we get to. We got to do our contractually obligated.
Yeah, they're a little mad at us because last week they said you didn't seem as enthusiastic about Mailbox as they were hoping, and they're taking it away from us.
They're taking away mealworm.
Yeah, they're giving it to oh no, I forgot his name. I was gonna say a racist guy, but I couldn't think of his name.
Papa John.
Like Matt Walsh.
Papa John.
They're giving it to Papa John.
There you go. Dio always has the appropriate amount of enthusiasm. Thank you, George. I'm glad. Thank you for noticing. All right. Well, it is true that this week our sponsor came through and sent us another one of their grand products. Here we are. We talk a lot about aliens, ghosts, monsters, and other paranormal dangers. But the real
ping pong balls.
Other paranormal dangers. But the real dangers in this world are the people who live in your walls. Sure, they're quiet.
That's true.
And when you're home and they steal your food and money and socks in small quantities, and they're not doing any serious damage to your lifestyle, but it doesn't mean that they're totally benign. They scare your pets, they dig holes in your insulation, and where do they poop? Where do they poop? Guys, you know how much I hate finding human excrement in my walls and vents, right?
Yeah, reasonably so.
People poop gets everywhere.
Gross.
Where do they do it? It's time for a security system that not only watches for people coming and going, but keeps heavy tabs on everyone within the confines of your home, including inside the walls. It's time for Panopticops. Panopticops uses an enormous array of thermal cameras around your house, along with small radar units installed in your ceiling. no more intrusive than a smoke alarm, to monitor all the activity of all the living things inside your home at all times. Have I said all enough? Because I haven't. Panopticops. How will the futuristic AI that powers Panopticops decide what activity is good and what activity is bad? Simple. All authorized users of your home, human and pet, receives a subdermal chip that lets the high-tech sensors in their automated brain know that those life forms are acceptable. If any unacceptable life is detected, several robotic apes will descend upon the house from a nearby storehouse and carry that life form away to be kept in one of our holding cells until one of our human employees has the time to review their case. What if...
That sounds fair.
Oh, yeah, there you go. So, but what if you have friends? You're asking, Patrick, right? You're asking, Patrick. Patrick, ask.
That's what I was just fucking thinking.
Well, ask the question, Patrick.
Okay, well, what if you have friends that come over?
That sounds unlikely, but just in case, Panopticops provides you with up to 3 bracelets that allow temporary visitation. We do, however, recommend that any frequent visitors receive a chip. Our chipping service is both free and frequently uncomplicated. As a bonus for all of your children, Panopticops offers a restricted activities list. Since the machines know what every household member is doing in great detail at all times, we can send a robotic ape to warn a youth that their activities aren't approved based on your list provided by you. And this service extends outside the house as well. As long as those youths are chipped, they're under our watchful eye. Some people wonder about accidental incarceration. Does this happen? Yes. Frequently? You'll be fine. Our holding cells are ranked top in the world. Anyone held will be fed, allowed to sleep with the lights on, and probably entertained by people in neighboring cells. We even offer a skill building program in which detainees can learn to run a frozen yogurt shop at no cost to them while waiting for a case review.
So kind.
I know, right?
Wow.
What? So stop your worrying about those people in your walls. Sure, they're minor nuisance now, but you watch Panopticops robotic apes tear through them sheetrock, sling them over their shoulders, and storm down the streets. You'll be feeling more secure than you ever have, inside and outside your walls. Panopticops, the last word in worry. Another fine service of Unicorp, the only company.
I'm signing up.
Guys, use the promo code weirdlings when you check out from Panopticops. Okay? Thank you.
Do we get a cut?
We get a couple of get out of jail free cards for each of us.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Dio charges Patrick and I to be on the show every week. It's like
It's true.
It's like a haircutting business. We have to pay a booth fee to be here. And he says that someday we're gonna bring in a lot of money and he's gonna split it with us. So I'm feeling positive about it.
Listen, chairs are expensive, and I don't see you
I
bringing
get
your
it.
own.
It's true.
Welcome in, Spaghetti, Golden D, and Doom Spiraling. Doom has been here for a while, but welcome in, guys. Everybody's been here. We're all here. It's now time for a feature presentation, courtesy of Mr. Hickox. Jim?
Oh, hi.
Hi,
guys. How y'all doing today?
Good.
Well, I'm not talking to you, Dio. I'm talking to the chat.
All right, well, I'll see you later.
Don't leave.
No.
We today are talking Gasser. Oh wait, where'd Dio go? He's gone. We're talking Gasser, baby, Mad Gasser. What is the Mad Gasser of Mattoon? Is it the best kind of a true crime story? Is it a weirdo alien creep? Is it a government test and cover up? Is it some kind of in between? All I know is it's a piece of Americana, and it's the piece of America that I think we all need to celebrate. Okay. August 1944.
Okay.
World War II raging on. Germany has surrendered Paris to the Allies. The U.S. Forest Service just put out the first posters featuring Smokey the Bear.
Oh.
And in Illinois, I know, right? It's a nice detail.
Mhm.
In Illinois, in the little town of Mattoon, population 16,000. It's still around 16,000. It went up a little bit, but it's back down. Someone is gassing their neighbors. We start this story August 31st, 80 years and 1 week ago from today.
What? I think you mean 1 week ago today and 80 years. That's the convention I used.
1 week and 80 years ago today.
Our fathers had gas guns and look a little bit like a supervillain. Sorry. All right.
Yeah. You do always find these pictures, if you look for the Mad Gasser of Mattoon, of like a supervillain in a gas mask, but none of the descriptions are that. That's just how everyone wants to draw the fella.
I see. Yeah, that's the Hollywood version.
Hollywood.
Mhm.
Getting all Hollywood on us, Mad Gasser. August 31st, 1944. Urban Rafe calls the cops. He and his wife had been woken. Yeah, Urban.
Wait.
Urban Rafe.
Wait. That wasn't a fucking
Yes.
AOL screen name from 1999? Oh, that was a person's name? Urban
XX
Rafe?
Urban Rafe.
It's a fella. You're gonna run across a decent number of names in this story where you're like, oh, 1944, huh? I guess the world was a little different back then.
Urban Wraith is what
Yeah.
his name is. Wraith?
Raef. Raef.
Wraith.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Not okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Not Wraith.
That's what I thought you said. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, that was like a baller name.
Yeah, right?
You're
Holy-
like, why would any monster be bothering the Urban Wraith?
Yeah. Why are
He's
we
the
talking
monster.
about that? Yeah. Holy GeoCity sites, Batman. Like, Jesus Christ.
He calls the cops because they came home. He and his wife. Oh, sorry. They got woken up in the night by an odd smell. It's sickly sweet. It's unfamiliar. They start to investigate what is the cause of the smell. But as they're walking around, they start to feel weak and nauseated.
Oh.
After a few minutes, his wife loses control of her legs, can't walk anymore. They both become violently ill. Let's jump to picture 2.
Oh, shit. I'm supposed to be ready live with that. Oh, yeah. Fuck.
It's okay. You're doing great, bud. You're doing great. I didn't even prompt you for really. We even skipped the first. I have a picture here of it's a postcard from Mattoon. This is Mattoon in the 1940s.
Oh, this is
the size of town we're talking about. Little 16,000 person. Everybody knows everybody town. A lot of the images in the story are newspaper articles that are all tall. They are
Yeah.
tall images. Look at that Labor Day image. That's.
Did they think Labor
That's
Day
an
was
album that I
evil?
owned in high school, right?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Labor that was our band name. What the?
Yeah.
Did they think Labor Day was evil? This must have been early on when the commies finally got us Labor Day and like all the good
They're mad about it.
capitalist newspapers were like, fucking Labor Day will cause is the great American sin, or whatever. It'll turn all of our men gay and our women gay and everyone gay. Like that's usually the cap-
And it has.
I mean, you're right.
They were correct.
Labor Day.
The next night, September 1, we see a similar report from one named Aileen Kearney. She spends the evening lying in her bed reading the newspaper. Around 11 p.m., she smells a syrupy, sweet smell that she can't place and thinks maybe the flowers outside her window are causing it. It gets stronger and stronger, so she gets up to investigate, but as she stands up, she finds that her legs will not hold her aloft. She calls out to her sister. Yeah.
Will not hold her.
Yes.
Her aloft.
Yes. Yeah, it won't keep her torso off the floor.
Okay. All
Which
right.
is, I would argue, one of the primary uses of legs, Dio.
Do your legs not hold you aloft?
Yeah, dude.
I don't know if aloft. Okay, you know what? I am not a dictionary.
Or you just straight belly to floor every day.
That's right. Aloft, I imagine like up into the sky. What do you mean?
Yeah. I think about my brain as being my whole being. You know, the rest of me's just
fair enough. You know what? What are we but not brains in jars in these
just
in these
mostly gas.
flesh robots? Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You can go to the next image. She calls out to her sister, Martha Reedy, who's visiting, along with her 2-year-old son, Roger. And Martha runs to her, opens the door. The door had been closed, and immediately comments on the smell. It sort of wafts out. I think that's her and the kids.
Dude, she smelled.
Wow.
Wow.
She immediately explains. She immediately is like, "Ooh, it is stanky in here." And Aline explains the situation. She's like, "It started to smell weird. I can't use my legs." So Martha runs over to the next door house, the neighbor's house, if you will, and gets help from the neighbor, Mrs. Robertson. Calls the police while her husband, Earl, searches around the house and the neighborhood to no avail. The police show up a little while later. They don't turn up anything. Eventually, Mr. Kearney, her Aline's husband, a taxi driver, gets word of the happenings. Presumably, he goes back to the depot, and they had called to let him know. So he gets the message that this is happening. He hurries home. He gets there about 12:30 in the a.m. As he arrives, he sees a figure lurking outside the bedroom window.
Oh.
He says it's a tall man in dark clothing, in a coat and a tight-fitting cap. He jumps out of his car. He runs at the figure, but they take off. He can't catch them. They call the police again. The police come back, conduct a more thorough search of the area. Don't turn up anything. As they're doing that, Martha takes the children. There are 3 kids there. They take the children to another house, a relative's house in another part of town. The next day, they talk to the local newspaper. Aline tells the Daily Journal Gazette that she had regained use of her legs in about half an hour later, but her throat and lips were still burning from the gas.
Oh.
And their 3-year-old daughter, Dorothy Ellen, who had been in another part of the house, had also smelled the smell and said it made her feel ill, but she had recovered by the morning. The newspaper speculates that the gas is a mix of chloroform and ether based on how they've described their symptoms and the smell. They say it could have been sprayed in the window relatively effectively, provided that the window wasn't too far from the victim's bed. They also report that Aline and Martha had been counting a considerable sum of money shortly before they went to bed. Perhaps someone had seen that in through the windows and wanted to steal it, and so was using some kind of an anesthetic to knock them out to steal their money, but they didn't actually seem to make any attempt to steal the money. Over the next couple of days, a couple more reports come in. 2 more reports by September 5th. On September 6th, there are 7 more victims. The newspaper starts reporting these. You can go to image 5. The newspaper starts reporting these as saying that it is the anesthetic prowler is what they start calling the fella. And they, yeah.
Oh, shoot. Sorry.
No, it's okay. They're funny shaped images because they're entire newspaper articles. It would be a lot of effort to steal money from a household, right? And especially to do that and then not try to steal the money.
Yeah.
Not very efficient. The night of the 6th, Carl and Bella Cordes. Cordes? What do you think? Cordes? Cordes?
Yeah.
Cordes?
Cordes. Cordes.
Let's say Cordes. I'm going to say it a bunch of times. Lock in. They come home from a night out.
I'm already upset with my choice. I fucked up.
It's 10 p.m. They roll home. They find a scrap of white cloth on their porch with a wet spot in the center of it. Bella picks it up and instinctively smells it. She describes the effect as being like an electric shock jetting through her body.
Wait. So she finds a fucking napkin on her porch.
Cloth, but yeah.
A napkin on her porch, and she decides, I'm going to sniff this thing. Like,
yeah. She picks it up, she opens it, she's like, wet spot? What is this fluid?
okay.
Well,
right.
How would you do it? Would you taste it? Would you just shove it straight in the mouth?
I wouldn't touch it. Why would you
I wouldn't pick it up.
Why would you use? What are you talking about? What the people in the 40s?
You don't. What if you see like a puddle under your car? You like touch it and you.
On a napkin or a handkerchief?
Wait.
Best, it's boogers.
Let's
worst,
unpack that, Jim. Yeah, exactly. At best, it's Brugger's. At worst, it's it's another bottle.
You gotta find out. You gotta find out who
You-
left fluid on your porch. What kind of fluid is on your porch?
Jim, the way you were describing how you act is the way the scientists in Prometheus act. Okay, you are getting.
Well, maybe I should be a scientist.
Just run to the side, Jim. That's all I'm going to tell you. Just run to the side.
Run to the side.
I don't know what that means.
Don't worry. You'll find out.
From the giant.
I'll find out. I'll get there.
Golly. All right. Anyway, fucking, you know what? Sometimes some people deserve to get gas. That's all I'm feeling right now.
She takes a deep breath. She picks up the napkin. She puts it right in her face. She takes a deep puff of that napkin.
Yeah.
And she says it feels like she's getting an electric shock straight through her body.
That's some good shit right there. Oh, yeah.
Her face and her throat swell up. Her mouth burns. She vomits. Her legs go weak. Carl has to help her into the house. They speculate later the Cordy's. The Cordy's.
I chose Cordy's.
Sorry.
And now
you're
have
right.
To say it.
I wandered away, but I'm coming home. Don't worry. The Cordys speculate later when talking to the newspaper that the cloth may have been intended for their dog, who tends to sleep on the porch. Maybe somebody was trying to rob their house. They don't know. They later search around the area. They find near where their porch meets the sidewalk. They find 2 more objects of interest. A well-used, they say, skeleton key. And a tube of lipstick that is mostly empty.
Did they lick and eat both of those things as well, just to make
Bella
sure?
immediately put on the rest of the lipstick.
Yeah. She's just
to see what shade it was.
Oh my god, my lips are falling off. Jesus Christ.
And then replaced her own skeleton with the skeleton key.
Yeah, wait a minute. Hold on. A skeleton key? What are we talking about here? Because I'm imagining skull on one side, wrought iron.
It is the spookiest kind of key. I mean, I think skeleton keys are. Yeah, I think it is like wrought iron with a couple of things on one side, right? But it's
That's
not.
what she found?
Yeah, it probably didn't have a skull on the other side.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm just. What was technology in the 1940s? Apparently, I have no idea.
It was clumsier. Stuff was clumsier.
I guess.
You know. It would be like finding like a bump key or something, you know, in the modern era.
I guess. Okay, all right. You know what? I'm not going to get caught up on the details, even though I'm. The more you talk, I'm going to get caught up on these details.
Well, don't worry about it. Those 2 objects never come back.
Oh, good.
They pay off in no way whatsoever. Well, the skeleton key, at least, certainly never pays off.
Okay, well, that is the coolest item so far in this. It's like it's like used napkin, empty lipstick, and skeleton key. It's like what the fuck? What D&D
the skeleton key is like
are we doing here?
you put it in the adventure game just to take up a slot, right?
Uh-huh.
You're like everyone's gonna pick this up and it's never gonna do anything. It's just gonna they're gonna have to discard the chicken leg they find later that they're gonna need.
That's right.
The police come by and search around. They find one guy wandering around, kind of nearby, and they talk to him, and he's just lost. He's just a guy who's lost. He doesn't seem connected to the crimes in any way.
Have you guys seen a key with a skull on it around? Or
I lost like my 3/4 used lipstick.
Yeah.
I was writing threats on mirrors with it, and it must have fallen out of my pocket. There are several more reports over the next couple of nights. They're all similar. The smell, the same effects. Nobody really has a visual ID on the perpetrator that goes beyond the initial information: tall, dark clothes, a hat. The town posts rewards for the Gasser's capture. The police ask the FBI to help. The FBI is not super interested in helping. Where's your hat going there, Patrick?
I don't think Patrick ever had a hat. He never wore a hat this time. Show
Where
the
are your
belly.
dark
Show how
clothes
many
going?
subs for Patrick's belly.
Belly subs, belly subs, belly subs. Eventually, the FBI does send some government chemists to try to analyze for traces of gas. We'll come back to that idea later, but they really don't they don't get too involved there. They don't get too involved.
There he is, dropping his dirty used rag.
Just leaving rags outside. Someone's gonna
so
pick this up
whimsically
when they huff
hops
it.
into-
The people in Mattoon are scared, right? This is playing in the newspaper every day. There's articles in the newspaper every day. Dio, you could probably jump to the. I don't remember what. We're up to 7 now. I should tell you better when we're switching.
Yeah.
These are some more of the people that I've mentioned who got gassed.
Is this the lady and her rag right here? Is this?
Yeah.
Still
Rag?
That's
holding
Bella.
on to the rag.
Bella's
Ew.
showing you the rag.
Didn't she just get through feeling terrible with this fucking rag, and now the cameraman is like, no, listen here, Toots, pick up.
Huff
the
it
rag
again.
Give it a huff. Just give it a little bit of a huff. See if it ain't.
Put it in your face. Put that rag in your face.
No, mommy, don't sniff the rag. Don't do it.
I don't think those are different people. It's a different family. A lot of people got gassed, Dio. A lot.
So far, I'm not sure about the gas part. It sounds like the rag is the real villain right now.
No, most of them are gas coming in windows. Most of the reports are gas coming in windows. I've skipped across a couple of them, but there are a bunch of reports that are similar. There's people smell a thing in their house, they get nauseous through their throat burns, they lose control of their legs sometimes. Sometimes
like
they see a tall
sweet-smelling,
person
right?
in a hat. It's a sweet smelling gas. Somebody compared it to, it was in a book that I read. It's a specific kind of flower, but I can't remember what kind of flower. Sorry. I don't know, flowers. They said it smelled like a beautiful flower.
Oh, okay.
The town posts a reward for the capture of the gasser. The people get scared. They because it's in the newspaper every day. They start leaving their lights on at night. They polish up their old rifles. People hold vigil on their porches. Some people start gathering in little vigilante groups and patrolling the streets with their guns, even though the police are like, please stop doing that. They are doing it. Surely, if the gasser were out and around, they would get caught. The Commissioner of Public Health, Thomas Wright, said in a declaration, I wouldn't walk through anybody's backyard at night right now for $10,000 because he was afraid someone was going to get murdered. Also, $10,000, 1944, is the equivalent of just under $179,000 today. So,
Wow.
big claim. Big claim. I would walk through almost any backyard for that money.
Yeah, challenge accepted.
Yeah, for
Right.
real. Also, who was paying that?
What was... what is he turning down?
Yeah, right? I mean, listen, what are we talking about here?
What was the offer?
How many rags do I gotta sniff for $10,000? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Let's go to image 7.
This is image 7.
Great, we're on it. By the 9th of September, newspapers, as you're seeing right here, this is a September 9 edition, I think. They're reporting that 13 homes have been gassed, with somewhere between 25 to 27 victims, depending on the newspaper you look at. If you go to the next image, the next one says either 25 or 27, the opposite of what this one says.
Damn.
There's still no better description of the perpetrator, but some details start popping up. People report that they saw the person holding a flit gun. Do you guys know flit guns?
No.
The next image is a flit gun. I mostly know them from old cartoons.
Yeah,
right?
they're like the bug spray.
Yeah. And they suspect that that's what this gasser was using to pump fumes into people's houses. Was like
Wait, so could you
shoot it in the window?
Fill that with anything you wanted, or because
Yes.
Weird, huh?
I mean, I assume there's a certain viscosity range through which it is effective. But
All right, calm
yeah.
down, scientists. I was just wondering if you could just fill these
But
up.
yeah, Dio, it's a basic example of the Venturi effect, where the fluid is underneath the tube, and when the air blows across the tube, it brings the fluid out and sucks it with it. It's just like a carburetor. Get with it.
Yeah, man.
Okay, I will fuck myself then.
And I'll run to the side.
You know what? Fucking see you later, guys. So we were just moving on. I'll see you guys
There
later.
it goes again, dude. He did it again. Fucking magician.
I'm so quick.
That is a good trick. You could be a Bigfoot.
That's right. I keep going to Mars.
Every time Dio disappears, he's on Mars.
I go to Mars.
He
Just have myself. a
kicks the rover.
What was it? I just
comes
sit there
back.
and think, what was the effect called again?
Let's go to the next image. Lucy Stevens spending the night at her sister's house, sharing the room with her 9-year-old nephew, when the two of them are gassed, causing them both to choke up. 2 women, separately, taken to the hospital in unrelated gassings. One of them is at her house. She's gassed. It's so bad she has to go to the hospital. One of them, the same night, is in a movie theater. Gets gassed. Has to be taken to the hospital. The doctor who examines them says he doesn't see anything wrong with them. He thinks it's just nerves.
Oh, what's it? Who's this doctor?
I don't have a name.
Immediate suspect. Why didn't we get a name? The guy who's
Yeah.
poo-pooing.
Detective D.
Right? Who's writing lots of prescriptions for, like, knockout drugs.
Right, exactly.
Just drop him off in my office.
He's like I'm just imagining Steve Martin from Little Shop of Horrors as the doctor.
Yeah.
Just like huffing his own gas.
Yeah, like blasting into people's houses and then blasting into his face and being like, oh, I'm so nice.
Yeah, they love it.
Giving these people a gift. The high school principal, Frances Smith, is gassed, along with her sister. And then again, a few nights later, gassed again. Poor Frances Smith.
Wow.
Twice.
Okay,
Yeah.
so now I'm starting to suspect the children.
The high schoolers.
Yeah, what? This is just a senior prank.
Yeah. People congregate. They want to know what's going on. It becomes so common for people, they call them chasers, to gather near the police station and then follow police cars when they leave the police station to see where the most recent gas attack has been, that the police commissioner, or the health commissioner, right, demands that the police start arresting people for following police cars because they are getting in the way of his work.
Whoa.
Yeah. Let's jump to the next image. I think it's a newspaper article that relates to that. Oh, yeah. Actually, we can't get this big enough to read. Can you read it?
I can read it, yes.
Can you?
Yeah.
Do you want to read what these,
Sure.
In your best copper voice.
Yeah.
All right,
do it in
now.
the cop voice.
To all citizens of Mattoon, bulletin, asking the cooperation of the public in the mad anesthetic case, Commissioner Thomas V. Wright and Chief of Police C.K. Cole today issued the following statement. We want the public to know that everything possible is being done in this case, and we are grateful for the confidence of a majority of the citizens. However, we have a few points on which we hope to get 100% cooperation beginning tonight. They are: 1. Stay off the streets in residential districts unless your business requires you to be there. There's no danger in the business districts. 2. Roving bands of men and boys should disband. They are in grave danger of being shot by some frightened property owner. 3. Put away your guns now in the hands of individuals. Put away the guns now in the hands of individuals, because some innocent person may get killed. The only time one should shoot is upon seeing a man peering into a window of one's home. Then, extreme care should be used. That's nice that they added that. It's like,
Yeah.
you're
Also,
allowed
be
to
careful
shoot.
shooting that guy.
You're allowed to shoot the guy peering in the window, but
Yeah.
watch out. 4. Don't follow the police car when it is speeding in answer to a call. Persons who persist in doing so shall be, or this, blah. Persons who persist in Persons who persist in doing this will be arrested. We'll cut all that. And
We'll bring in an animated character.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, they issued these statements. They're like, please stop bothering us. Please don't shoot each other. Please don't scare anyone with a gun.
No. They didn't say please don't shoot each other. They said be careful.
Be careful when you're shooting each other.
Shooting people. Yes.
This is America, after all.
Yeah. Right. Come on now.
I should have pulled that cartoon with those sickos.
The sick what?
Yeah, that guy against a window. His shirt says sickos. Never mind. I should have pulled it. I didn't. It doesn't matter. Only one suspect, Dio, was ever brought in.
Oh.
To be questioned. A fella named Farley Llewellyn. He was a chemistry student in the local university. Oh. He was kind of an outcast. People said that he kept a lab in his home.
Oh no!
What do you know, Owen?
Well, this just sounds like a guy with a special interest who, is getting persecuted for being a little weird. All right, I'm just
sure.
When
we write a movie of the Mad Gasser of Mattoon, Farley's a major character for sure.
Yeah, Farley is what is that guy in the Zodiac movie? the big dude being like, I don't have anything to say.
Lee Arthur, whatever.
Yeah, Lee Arthur. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. A lot of the attacks happened in an area kind of near his house. So for all those reasons, they're like, I don't know, could be old Farley. Wow. A young Farley, really.
Yeah.
So
Farley.
Old guy. Just Farley feels like an old guy's name, I feel like when your name's Farley Llewellyn, you're born at 68.
That's true.
They bring him in, they talk to him. He's pretty mad about the scrutiny, claims it's not him. He says that he is the reason he is a social outcast is because he is gay and it's 1944.
Fair.
And that's why people are suspicious of him. Regardless, the police put him under constant surveillance. And while he is under constant surveillance, reports of attacks continue.
Oh, well, okay, great.
Well, there you go, yeah.
Fuck you, police, for fucking going after the quiet gay guy who just wants to, study chemistry. He
just wants to learn about chemicals.
Come on, man.
Poor fella.
Labor Day made him gay, and now he's just trying to live his life. He didn't ask
He's trying to
for
learn
this.
chemistry so he can make everyone else also gay. That's how you do it. Chemicals.
That's how the frogs got gay. The chemicals in the water. We are slandering a man who's probably dead, so it's not slander. Anyway, moving on.
The police start to come under scrutiny. Everyone's like, we've had so many. At this point, it's like 30 attacks, 30 gas attacks or something. And they brought in one suspect. He was a bad suspect. An editorial in the Journal Gazette, the only newspaper in Mattoon, says, "We suppose it is a natural for the pride of policemen to be stung a bit when a crime is committed. For this reason, there's been a tendency in Mattoon police circles recently to conceal from the public the fact that certain crimes have occurred." Right, the police chief starts to propose that maybe this is all just a mass hallucination. Maybe it's not even, it's a real thing that's happening at all. And the health commissioner proposed that. The police chief picks it up also. C.E. Cole, the police chief, is like, yeah, you know what? I bet it is a mass hallucination. In fact, says Cole, I bet these smells are just off-gassing from industrial plants. It's probably the Atlas Imperial Diesel Engine Company because they have stores of carbon tetrachloride. It's probably just carbon tetrachloride escaping into the air.
All right. Now I suspect the commissioner of health and the office.
They're a team.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm smelling conspiracy.
Government conspiracy. The Atlas Imperial Diesel Company is like, whoa, man. We've got like 3 gallons of carbon tetrachloride and it is locked down. We're not having any issues. So Cole backs off. He says, you know what? Fumes could be coming from any kind of industrial plant.
Whoa. What, 3 gallons?
Could be anything.
That's a lot of rags you can leave on porches.
It's true.
You know?
You can get a lot of
A lot of-
tetrachloride rags.
You leave a lot of porch rags for the missus to pick up.
Yeah. Via the Journal Gazette again. There are two principal reasons that he was not caught, the gasser. One is that our police failed to take the case seriously enough at first. The other is that when the police finally decided there was something to it, mass hysteria and outside interference combined to make their efforts unsuccessful. The newspaper started suggesting that it was maybe a combination of these things, right? There was a gasser, but maybe there was also some people freaking out.
Sure, that's normal.
Making it hard. People chasing the cop cars around, you know.
Right.
Let's go to image 12. Around this time, the police start to get false alarms. Some of them are due to cats. One of them is due to a doctor who locks himself out of his house. Yeah.
Wait. Some of them are due to what?
Cats.
You know, cats.
Ah, yes. Nature's gassers.
You know, cat. Well, you know, a cat jumps on your windowsill and you're like, there's a guy outside my window. Because you're freaked out. Yeah. You shoot someone's cat.
Yeah, Jesus. All right. You're right.
One of them, this is in this article that you just pulled up. One of them is a doctor who has locked himself out of his house and is breaking back into his own home, and his neighbors call the cops. At some point, it starts to feel like there are more false reports than promising reports, and police simply start prioritizing other issues. And they decide and state that it is primarily a symptom of anxiety in the lady folk while the men are off at war.
Yep.
Classic mass hysteria.
Those
really
broads always think
heavy on the
hist.
hist.
Yeah. That's it. Oh my God.
The FBI refuses to engage in any real active police work, but they do come out of interest in the gas. Why? Because in World War I, gas attacks were a pretty regular feature of warfare, and all during World War II, the government had been warning citizens that Germany might roll up and start gassing people in the U.S. They say that was one of the reasons people got so worried about it, was that had been a thing that people had been talking about. So either the FBI is worried that this is a subtle invasion of the heartland, or...
Oh, yeah. Mattoon, first stop.
Yeah.
Or they are conducting secret tests on citizens and trying to hide it from the citizens.
Yes.
One of the many theories of the Mad Gasser. The theories, just to put them in your brain while we're doing the story. There are some theories that say it is a person who's running around gassing. There are some theories that say it's probably an alien, and that's why when people chase them, they just disappear. They've got that disappeary gas. And then the third major theory is this, that the government was trying something. That the government was trying something and didn't want anyone to know about it. A few more reports come in. The most interesting, maybe the most detailed out of any of the late ones, is on September 13. A passerby of the Birch House notices someone outside of the window, outside of Bertha Birch's bedroom window, fiddling with the window. They make themselves known to the person runs. They fit the description: men's coat, men's hat. However, this witness claims that it was a woman dressed in men's clothing that they saw.
Oh.
The next day, Ms. Birch looks outside and finds footprints in her lawn. Footprints wearing high-heeled shoes.
Oh! Dun,
Okay.
dun, dun, dun!
And then 5 days later, we stop, or around then, really, we stop getting reports. That's nearly the end of the reports. Many people start to theorize that it's all fabricated. It's largely spurred by the local and national attention that the story received. The story keeps making waves even after the attacks end. Time magazine runs a piece on September 18. They list names from local newspapers, including The Gas Fiend, The Thin Man of Mattoon, The Mad Phantom, and The Screwball Chemist.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah, I was
They
going to say,
also-
who's our friend? I like The Thin Man of Mattoon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which The Thin Man must have come out around then, right? Is that what they're riffing on?
Probably.
The book and or movie.
Yeah.
They also report that Richard Piper of the Sorry, you guys were saying this different than you were saying Illinois? Illinois. I thought it was Illinois.
Aliniwa.
Illinois.
Oh.
Richard Piper of the Illinois Criminal Investigation Laboratory tested the cloth that the Cordies found,
Oh.
and he found no indication of any chemical residue. This was a couple of weeks later, so could have evaporated.
She could have licked it all off by that point.
Or she
I mean,
gobbled
like-
it all up.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
kept it. She kept the tainted cloth and just gave him a
Yeah.
different piece of cloth. She
That's
was like,
right.
"No, I need this. This is how I get out at night."
I love the cloth. Give me the cloth. Give it to me.
It's a great Bella Cordy.
Thanks.
After that, the trail goes cold. That's kind of the end of the story, except, boys, December 22nd, 1933. That's right, 11 years earlier.
What?
In Botetourt County, Virginia.
That's not
10
too-
p.m. No, it's not. But you could get from one to the other in 11 years. It's 10 p.m., and Mrs. Huffman is putting her children to bed. When she smells something strange, feels a little nauseated. Eventually, the smell and the feeling both go away. She gets the kids in bed. Half an hour later, the smell comes back. Mr. Huffman, also home, runs to a neighbor's house to use a phone to call the police. Officer comes out, is like, agreed, it smells weird.
Yep.
I-
Smells
Yep.
like shit around here. Yep.
No, it smells sweet, Dio. It smells sweet.
Smells sweetly of shit right around here.
You're thinking of the wall people. That's different.
But you got wall people in here. Gonna need to find you some sort of mechanical primate to take care of this. Too bad they won't be invented for another 100 years or so.
Yeah, that is a shame. I bet back then they thought it would only be 30 years before they had robot primates.
That's right.
He verifies the smell, but he can't find the source. He does search the area, and he doesn't really find much, but he does find one clue. There's a window that they suspect would be the window that was used to make any kind of gas attack if there'd been a sprayed in the window. And outside that window, they find a high-heeled shoe.
Oh.
Around midnight, the fella heads back to the station. 1 a.m., same family gassed again. All 8 members of the family and 1 visiting guest all fall ill. They say the gas causes nausea, headaches, swelling of the face and throat, muscular weakness. The one who gets it the worst is 20-year-old Alice Huffman, who requires the attention of a doctor. They call it a doctor. He comes and gives her artificial respiration, which I assume just means he blows into her mouth.
Come here, tits. Also, can we talk a little bit
That'll
about...
be $8.
Yeah, which is $7,000 in,
In 1944.
Yeah. 30s money. Can we also take a step back and just
30s,
point out the irony of the Huffmans being gassed?
Oh.
Yeah,
I think
that's
they were
true.
targeted.
Yeah, I'll take a moment.
Probably. Yeah, let's all take a quiet moment.
Take a moment, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huffman.
Good stuff.
Anyway.
A neighbor says that they saw a shadowy figure running away from the house. 2 days later, in nearby Cloverdale, the Hall family comes home from church, steps into their house, and immediately feels faint. They smell a smell. They look around, they find that, according to every story I could find, a nail has been removed from their window.
Okay.
Which must make sense.
I would imagine you would like hammer in the bottom of your window in case of like a really bad storm or something. You know what I mean? So
Sure.
the window doesn't blow up. Why do I think that's a completely normal thing? I don't know. But
I like
somehow
it.
in my
Looney Tunes
brain,
or
I think,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I smelled a lot of this rag when I got. Oh.
Well, a nail's been removed to make room to pump in gas, likely with a flit gun. Do you guys know flit? Yeah, you can go to the next image. There's a picture of a flit gun.
I'm having
There you go.
I'm having literally What happened? Am I here?
Yeah.
What time is it?
I mostly know them from old cartoons, the Flint guns. It's you put.
Are we playing Chain together? What is happening?
Yeah, wait. This is some deja vu, baby.
Clarasol, the father,
What
sends.
a cartoon. Look at
It's
this.
Dr. Seuss.
Wait a minute. It is Dr.
Wow.
Seuss. Wow.
That is
Yeah.
Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
Wow.
He drew a lot of Flit
Also,
stuff.
I feel like I'm not allowed to have this on YouTube.
Oh, is that
Blurring
a
that
TOS
out.
issue?
Yeah. Might be. Don't look at it. Don't look.
You
at
can
it.
jump to the next one, maybe. I don't remember what the
Makes
next
the word
image is.
bigger.
Oh, the next
Yeah,
image might just be a weird. It's a weird drawing of a.
It's a weird
Mad Gasser.
Mattoon, man.
Clarence Hall sends his family to a relative's house and gathers some men to search the area. They don't find anything. December 27, there's a gas attack at the Kelly house in Troutville, Virginia. A.L. Kelly says he sees a couple driving a 1933 Chevy, brand new, up and down the road. He gets a partial license plate number, but the police can't do anything with it that's useful. Classic. The local media starts to print stories speculating about the attacks. Again, small armed bands of citizens roam the streets. The police are like, please stop, but they do it anyway. A young mother... What?
No, I was just gonna say,
That
God
was
bless.
ineffective police, man.
Yeah, right. God bless America. Bring back mob justice.
Yeah, community policing, man.
There you go. That's exactly what that is. And you know
Yes.
what?
Yeah. You know what? I trust a bunch of my neighbors with bats more than I trust a cop who does not live anywhere near me to look at what's happening in my
True.
neighborhood and judge
True.
if it's good or not.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Those guys are gonna know who the odd
They know
person
who I
is.
am.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Let's not get into it. All right. This is how we get it.
Yeah.
This is how we ended up on lists.
Yeah.
Bringing poor Patrick on a list.
Reports continue, including a young mother who hears a rattling window shade and muffled mumbling outside her window, and then she and her infant get gassed. Howard Crawford and his wife come home, and as they enter their empty house, they're overwhelmed by a cloud of gas. F.B. Duvall gets gassed at his farm as he's driving to the police station to report it. He sees a person running to their car parked on a nearby rural road, and takes off. They jump in the car. They rip off down the road. He gets the police. They come back to investigate. They find a pair of woman's shoes. January 22nd, 3 attacks were reported.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Dun,
Sorry.
duns weren't finished.
Oh,
Hold on.
sorry.
Continue.
January 22nd, 3 attacks reported in the town of Carvin's Cove. At the Reeder, Etter, and Riley homes. The police rush in and set up roadblocks to try to stop anyone from leaving the area, but can't catch anyone. Maybe an alien.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Maybe it. I'm truly upset that we haven't. I already told you, Bigfoot has powers.
Yeah, stinks and disappearing.
Stinks
Sounds like
and
a
disappearing
Bigfoot.
is so Bigfoot's MO, dude. MO.
That's true. Maybe these people aren't getting gas. They just have a stinky fella peeking in the window. He's just lonely and smells bad. What a sad story that is.
I love when you make Bigfoot noises.
Wearing a big hat and a trench coat.
I mean, the Bigfoot noise is is the classic
You
one.
just went dead silent for me. That was wonderful.
Yeah.
Did
Same.
Did I really? God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chat, did you
I
hear
thought
that?
you were doing a
Oh, I'm
bit.
sure
I thought you
Chad
were like,
heard it.
oh man, the classic Bigfoot noise.
Yeah, the classic Bigfoot noise. No, it does. It's the whoa.
You cut out for me again. Yeah.
There he goes.
How?
I don't know. That's
Noise
weird.
gate, baby.
How?
Yeah. It's protecting
You
us.
guys put a
Noise
noise gate on me? You
No,
fuckers.
Discord did it to you.
Fucking
I mean, I would if I
Discord.
could, but
wow.
Damn.
Wow. Hurtful. I'm mad at Discord and Jim.
yeah, as you should be.
All right, fair
Again, the police get worried that a nervous citizen might shoot someone who's got a broken down car or is looking for help from a neighbor or something. The Virginia State Assembly passes a bill calling for a maximum prison term of 10 years for anyone convicted of releasing noxious gases in public or private places, with a stipulation that if the incident causes injury, the gasser will be deemed guilty of malicious wounding and punished with from between 1 and 20 years in the penitentiary in the discretion of the court.
You know that
for gassing.
Wow. Yeah, you know a couple of like folks' slovenly uncles got thrown in prison because of that. Just just ripping ass at family functions, and they're just like, you're going to prison there, Jim.
Like noxious gases. Sorry.
Enough, Cletus.
Well, goddamn, Cletus, what do you eat? You're fucking going to prison. Exactly. A 9-bean casserole. Yeah, it's done.
Yeah. I can't even name 9 beans, I don't think.
Patrick, name 9 beans. Go.
No. Can't make me. I'm not doing it.
All right, here we go. Lima, kidney, red bean, black bean, green bean, white bean, fava bean,
Pinto
bean. Thank you.
Sean
bean.
That's 9.
Yes, thank you. 9.
Put him in the casserole.
9-bean casserole.
One of the last gassings. There are only a few more after the new bill gets passed. In nearby Roanoke County, one of the last gassings ends with the victim finding a patch of discolored snow nearby with a sticky, sweet, oily substance in it. Police analysis, it's piss. He immediately grabs a handful and eats it.
Police analysis.
Just shoves it in its face. The police analysis finds it to be sulfur, arsenic, and mineral oil, likely an insecticide. And a trail of what they said were women's tracks lead from the house to the barn. Yes.
I like that as women's tracks.
Women folk tracks.
Woman tracks.
Yeah.
You know,
but not like women's footprints. So like,
nope.
What did they say? There was a trail.
I'm out here tracking a lady.
Yeah, there's a trail of mascara and handbags leading into the woods. Like, what the fuck are these women tracks?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I guess it's like handfuls of cereal scattered. Yeah. Women love cereal. That's the premise of that.
Is that right?
Just crackling oat bran, just spread all across the ground.
That's what it is.
I know what women want, guys. You guys just don't get it.
Just like Mel Gibson.
It's crackling oat bran.
Crackling oat bran. What women want.
Yeah. And nice cheese. Not at the same time.
I mean, that is true. I've never known a woman. Really, I've never known anyone who doesn't like a nice cheese. Actually, that's not true.
I mean, vegans.
Vegans. Yeah.
Vegans.
I can think of one person who doesn't like a nice cheese who's not vegan, but there you go.
Interesting.
Follow the trail of menstrual blood. Jesus Christ. Woof, that's going to get a... Okay.
Interestingly, these women tracks lead to the barn. No tracks lead out of the barn.
Oh, wait. Oh, should I dun there? Is that a dun?
Yeah.
Okay. I was on the fence, but okay, yeah, all right. No tracks, no women tracks out of the barn.
Just to it, not away from it. Who knows? Reports continue a little bit. Occasional more gassings until February 3rd is the last one, 1934. Doctors saw a couple of the victims, believed the gassings to be real. The county sheriff, C.E. Williamson, also believes the gassing to be real. Many of the investigating officers believe the gassings to be real. Eventually, the authorities and newspapers put out statements that mad gassers are not real, that gases just appear from time to time. People are panicking,
Wait,
and it is probably mass hysteria.
Gases just happen, you know?
Gases happen.
Why is everyone freaking out?
Guys, sometimes it smells bad. Just deal with it.
We gotta stop locking up our uncles. Gases just happen. All right. You can tell that was just one guy who farted too much and got threatened for prison. He's like, no, stop it.
So sick of these stories in the newspaper.
Gases just happen. Mad gassers don't exist.
Yeah.
You can't prove it.
Can't prove it.
Well, all right.
That's it. They rate it up to mass hysteria, and it stops happening until 11 years later. Wow. Should I start that story? 11 years later, August 31st, 80 years and 1 week ago. Sorry, 1 week and 80 years ago.
Thank you.
Urban Reef calls the police.
Urban Wraith? What?
Urban Wraith.
Yeah. But so were there any other mad gassers after?
Those are the two American mad gassers. Are they? So here are the questions. Here are the questions that I'm gonna pose to you, and also to chat, and also to the phone lines, which are technically open, even though the phone number isn't on the screen. I think. Give us a call.
Open, but now they are.
The phone, which is now open, give us a little ringle dingle. What do you guys make of the story? Is it the same person or people in Virginia and in Illinois? Is it a government thing? Is it an alien? Is it my favorite version? My hope, my dream of this story is that it is. I like it if it's the same person or people, and the high-heeled shoes says to me it is. But it also feels to me like I said at the beginning, maybe my favorite kind of version of true crime, right? Because it is a criminal, and they are doing something that is illegal. But they're not actually doing anything that bad. They're just kind of being irritating.
I don't know. It feels pretty bad to gas people.
Legs are not holding torsos aloft. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
For half an hour to 90 minutes. Everyone's fine 90 minutes later.
But the question
I
is...
saw the pictures of all those women. They did not look fine.
Yeah,
not
they-
one
They're
of them looked fine.
The question is, did the person who was gassing people know what the end result of said gassing was going to be? Because this
a reasonable question.
Feels very much like somebody who maybe doesn't know what, like, it's like testing out the concoction or whatever.
Sure.
To figure out, whether or not how far they can go. So I don't know, man. I feel like it feels a little bit experimental, which is why my favorite version of this is that this is a government test, some sort of weird, like what what they did to the Tuskegee Airmen stuff, like that kind of level of shit. Like,
but here's what
or like the
throws a wrench in that, Tio, for me, is why the cross-dressing then? Why cross-dressing if you're not just out having a good time?
Had the whole time was wearing Wyndham's underwear in the fucking FBI building, okay? Like, what do you mean what's with the cross-dressing?
Yeah,
So
but
was Hoover.
that's not open, He was being a little sneaky.
What if we're not thinking big enough, though? What if it's everything altogether? A government-funded, cross-dressing alien who's trying to pin it on Bigfoot.
I don't hate it.
Oh my God, Patrick, mind exploding right now.
I know.
Mind exploding.
Sip on that knowledge shot.
I listen. I can't find faults with it, but I listen. If you're gonna unpack that a little bit, it's like we're going after Bigfoot. Why? Obviously, to get his Mars explore, like to learn more about Mars, to figure out how he can get there. So yeah, I can buy it.
Yeah, discover his portal technology or avocado shaped airship that takes him to Mars.
Exactly.
Any one of those things.
I don't know, man. I think it's I agree. This is a fun true crime story. So nobody died, right?
Nobody dies. Nobody's permanently hurt. It's just a goof.
Is it?
It's
Was
just a
anything
fun goof for
stolen?
everyone, and nothing is stolen. Several people are like, maybe this person was trying to break into my house. No house is broken into. Nothing is stolen. If anything, gifts are left. Keys and lipstick and shoes.
Gifts.
Gifts. Yeah, gifts of used rags on the ground.
Gifts like you would get from a raven.
Was it big hoots?
Ravens.
Ravens.
Oh my
big
God.
hoots? Mothman, maybe? It's all coming back. I mean, it is funny. So wait, so where do these depictions come from, Jim? Like all these, like what am I looking at here? Who's this guy?
I think,
DC Comics.
I think, yeah, right. I think there are Mothman characters. I think also there is, again, it's World War II, right? There are platoons of people out there dressed in gas masks and like heavy coats and stuff. And I think a lot of that imagery works its way into the Mad Gasser imagery, just out of social fear. And also like, it would make sense if you're gassing people to wear a gas mask.
Sure.
Unless you're huffing it like Steve Martin.
Exactly, unless you're Steve Martin. Yeah, it's interesting. It is also interesting. This is all happening during World War II. And you mentioned like there were
all of it, right? Because 33 is even, well, it's before we're involved in World War II, but
Sure.
World War II is easing into production.
It's all happening either in the beginning or the end of the FDR administration. Maybe he's gassing people. There you go.
Yeah.
Bigfoot.
Yeah, it could be an FDR project. Testing out gases. He's like, we want some gases that will make the German soldiers slightly uncomfortable for about 90 minutes.
But the government did used to do shit like this, aside from
Yes.
They would like gas fucking subways in San Francisco and shit just to see what happened. They
Or
would
like put acid in the water supply.
Yeah, they would put acid, like just drop acid at a fucking airport and just be like,
Yeah.
oh, I see how many people fucking
Be like,
trip
is
out.
this fun?
Yeah, right. What happens now? So I mean I could definitely buy it, and then like but again, to what end? And they never really figured out what the gas concoction was, right?
No, there's that one test in the snow, but who knows?
That was just piss. Yeah, exactly.
That was just urine. Yeah.
Just urine. Well, yeah, chat. What do you guys think? What is your favorite explanation for the Mad Gasser of Mattoon?
Yeah, which Mad Gasser is your Mad Gasser?
And which of your uncles would you put in prison in West Virginia for gassing the rest of your family?
For gassing. Yeah.
It was West Virginia, you said, right?
It was Virginia.
Virginia.
East
sorry.
Virginia,
East
if you will.
Virginia.
Yeah.
But
East Virginia.
East Virginia. Almost heaven. Not West Virginia. But
I don't know if you guys want this while we're just kind of hanging, seeing if there. I have another Mattoon story that is unrelated, but I think charming.
hit us with it.
Total side story. In 1960s, late 1960s, the Burger King Corporation of Florida. Are you aware of them?
Sure.
No, what do they do?
They sell burgers.
Oh, and what are those?
It's like bread with a guy in the middle.
Okay.
They're expanding their operations nationwide. And Gene and Betty Hoots of Mattoon see this happening, and they say, "Oh, don't worry. We own the Burger King of Mattoon, Illinois, and we have an Illinois copyright on the Burger King. This other Burger King can't have Burger Kings in Illinois." 1968, there's 3 or 4 Burger Kings popping up in Illinois. So the Hootses get mad. The Hootses, who owned an ice cream joint called the Frigid Queen, and then started the Burger King as sort of their counterpoint burger place. They take Burger King to court, and they say, "Excuse us, you are not allowed to have Burger Kings in the state of Illinois."
Jim, you're pronouncing it wrong.
Sorry, teach me.
Aliniwa.
Eliniwa. And so they take them to court. They take them to court in Eliniwa,
Tourist.
and an Eliniwa judge says, and Burger King says, we're taking this national. They take it to a national court. The national judge says, well, they have the national copyright, so they can do whatever they want. Let's just say they can't have a Burger King within 20 miles of your Burger King. And the Hootses say, what is the point, then, of having statewide copyright?
Right.
If someone with more money can just get a national copyright and ignore it. And that's a sad story. That's how it ends. There is to this day, there is not a Burger King in Mattoon because the Burger King still stands in Mattoon, and there can't be a Burger King within 20 miles.
Fuck yeah! At least they.
So they've got that. They've
own
got that.
Yeah.
He was the Burger King that did not kneel.
That's
Yeah.
right. The Burger King
I'm sure-
of the North.
I bet as soon as that Burger King closes, a Burger King national chain Burger King will open up in the same location.
Why wouldn't they just throw one of their Hungry Jacks in there? Isn't that what they did?
Oh, is that
in
them?
Country... Yeah, that's what Burger King is when they can't use Burger King.
Yeah, they should. Maybe there is one, and I just didn't see that.
I found a Burger King.
Did you find the Frigid Queen?
Yeah, I don't know if Frigid Queen still stands. I imagine you would have trouble with Frigid Queen in the modern era.
This is what, yeah, right. Because what I want to think about is how prudish this woman is while I'm about to go get my fucking ice cream. This is what I can find on Explore Mattoon.
Yeah, it looks great. Let's go there.
Hold on, we can look this up. Look up the address. Get the Google Street View here.
Put it on the road trip list.
Oh my god, right?
That's exactly how I envisioned it.
Yeah, this is.
That
Yeah.
is exactly it.
Yeah,
They definitely
that's correct.
Just more grass.
Need to work on their branding. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Is it? God, look at this. Is the most Illinois little town I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Mattoon,
Holy
baby.
shit.
Population 16,000.
I say that with love, Illinois. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. That's what it looks like. It definitely just looks like they really need to work
Like
on their
any
branding.
roadside burger place.
Yeah, right. Like
There it is.
there it is.
Maybe the other Red Shack was the Frigid Queen's.
Yeah,
location
probably.
before it went
I mean,
down.
it's cool that it's still open. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
good for them, man.
Yeah.
I bet they get a trickle of business based on being the original Burger King.
Oh, 1,000%. I mean,
You know?
I saw a Facebook
Like 4 people a week.
Yeah, if I saw a Facebook page that was just like the original Burger King. It's also funny because they don't appear to have a website, so this is entirely a time capsule. Of
Yeah.
like, because I mean, I wonder too if they could sell this, and I wonder too if the Mad
Right.
Gasser of Mattoon might have
Ate
eaten
there?
at
Probably.
this Burger King.
I bet.
I bet the burgers are better there than at Burger King, for sure.
Yeah,
You're going to get sued by Burger King.
I mean, listen, low bar. Have you been to a Burger
Yeah.
King recently?
Ooh,
They're
you're going to
not
get
good.
sued too.
I don't give
You're
a
both
fuck.
getting sued by
I'm-
Burger King.
I don't give.
You
a
know what
fuck.
I used to
Unicorn will
like
protect
when they
me.
made those long chicken sandwiches. You remember that?
No,
I don't know if
Oh,
they still
yeah.
do.
I think
But
they
like in the
were-
early 90s, they made real long chicken sandwiches.
Yeah. I'd
Well-
rather run through a backyard in Mattoon than eat at Burger King.
That's true.
Wow.
I think you
Yeah.
couldn't pay me enough to eat Burger King anymore.
$179,000?
I think you'd have to pay me a little more than that. I need at least
Alright,
30.
I might do the onion rings for $179.
I need a dirty rag off my porch for $179,000.
Yeah, but not Burger King. Good.
Right.
Yeah, fair.
Gotta draw the line somewhere.
The description of what the gas smells like does smell like what most Burger Kings smell like, and I do tend to lose functions of my legs when I walk in there.
Well, Tio, that doesn't work because Burger King is basically the only thing that isn't on our list of suspects. Because legally, it's not
right.
allowed within 20 miles.
Of God damn.
Burger King has a restraining order.
That is so.
The town of Mattoon.
Wow. Wow. Wait, where is Mattoon in Illinois?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to see how far it is from me.
Yeah, right?
Oh yeah, could you just zip over? Could you just hop over, gas some houses, and drive back home?
So let's see there.
All right, directions.
This is, if there's
it's
any
like
crime that's
right in the middle.
screaming.
It's like,
it's by Springfield.
yeah, it's right in the middle. It's deep in the no man's land of Illinois. These are.
I'll stop by there next time I'm going to Dave's.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I'll do next time I'm hitting St. Louis.
Hit up Burger King, the original Burger King.
Sure,
Exactly.
Post a picture on the Discord.
It is apparently right there. That's right on the way. You take 57 all the way down. That's crazy.
Yep.
I've probably driven right past it, not knowing what the fuck that smell was.
Yeah.
Gassing my passenger in my car.
I feel like this is the kind of crime that is screaming for copycats. You know?
Yeah.
It does.
Get out there
feel
and
like
gas
a
your
prank.
neighbors.
It does
Yeah.
a little bit feel like a prank, like before TikTok or before America's Funniest Home Videos. You know?
Yeah, yeah. How are you entertaining yourself in 1933, 1944?
I shot
Squirting stuff in windows.
I shot them with gas and left my cum rag on
my
their
neighbors.
porch. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I guess that's true. There's not a whole lot to do. I like this depiction.
In the middle of... Yeah, this is nice.
This is
It is very comic book.
Oh, yeah. This is definitely the most Batman villain depiction for sure.
Also, Mad Gasser sounds like a Batman villain.
Without a doubt, yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean,
I just
1933.
wish one of them... Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I just kind of wish that any of these depictions had high heels.
Yeah.
True.
That's for me the parts of the story that really get me excited are the parts where they're cross-dressing, where it's either a man dressed as a woman or a woman dressed as a man. We see hints of both of those. I love that it's this like tall, weird, genderless person who's sort of stealing pieces of both male and female identity and playing a weird prank on people. I think it's such a charming story.
Oh yeah, this oozes charm.
Yeah. The oozes gassy charm.
Yeah. I want to get mad gassed.
Jim, you can. If you pay the right people and go to the right clubs, you can get gassed.
I bet that's true.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like we did it, guys. Do you feel like
we did do it?
We did it.
We did Mattoon proud.
We did Mattoon proud. Guys, we'll hang out for, the next 5-ish minutes. Phone lines are still open if you want to give a call. You can talk
I'm
about...
surprised Papa TV didn't call in about the Majestic 9, Proto Majestic 12.
Summon him.
Why?
Get another call in from old Majestic TV. Majestic Meccano. But yeah, you guys, including Papa TV, I just kid. If anybody wants to call in for any kind of story, mad gasser or not, what was the worst gas you ever smelled? What is the worst? What would be the worst smell to get gassed with? These are all questions.
One time when I had my last car, which was a garbage, I was driving to the airport. It was before I knew that the gas, the like full to empty thing, whatever that's called, was a liar. And I was driving to go to the airport to visit my sister, and I was on an on-ramp, and it just ran out. And so I had to pull over to the side, and then I walk to a gas station. And while I was filling the gas canister, I accidentally shot gas all over myself, and then put gas in my car, and then had to drive to the airport and get on an airplane just soaked in gasoline. and take a whole flight soaked in gasoline.
God damn. You gassed that fucking flight,
Gassed an
dude.
entire airplane.
Yeah, I gassed
Oh my
myself
God.
the most and everyone near me the second most. And it was unpleasant for everybody. I'm surprised they let me get on the airplane.
That is true. You literally smelled like a fire hazard, and they
Yeah.
let you get on the plane.
Yeah. I was like, I don't have a bomb, but I could explode.
Did anyone ask you, like, what the fuck happened?
No. No.
Wow. Then they just thought you smelled like that normally.
Yeah. They were like, gasoline guy over here.
I mean, you do kind of look like you smell like gasoline.
That is the meanest thing you've ever said to me.
That is, yeah.
No. Can't be the meanest thing I ever said to you.
Fair.
Mean, sure, yeah, but no. I kid. You look like you smell of delightful elderberry.
I don't even know what that smells like.
Neither do I.
Great. I'll take it.
Delightful.
But it's delightful.
I do smell like elders.
Same.
Ooh.
Getting that old people smell.
They make a
herb.
powder for that. Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
I think the powder is where the smell comes from.
Ah.
Patrick, what's the worst smell you've ever smelled in your entire life?
Thanksgiving 1998, Uncle Joe. I mean, do I need to go on?
Should he have been imprisoned in Virginia? Is that what you're saying?
All I'm saying is, had we known that that was something we could do,
Yeah.
we'd have handled that and had a better Christmas follow-up.
The fact that you were so quick to answer that.
Rest in peace, Uncle Joe.
Rest in peace, you smelly
Out there.
bastard.
They're fumigating the afterlife.
Been rolling in elders, exactly. If you're
Tia, what about you? Do you have a least favorite? Oh, sorry, no. Do your
Oh no. Do I have a least favorite smell? I don't have like an event. Oh, I have like an aversion to the smell of dog shit. Like that like is like it'll make me gag.
Weird. Most people love that.
No, but right, but like that's not what I mean. Like I think most people listen, when you own a dog, it is a fact of life that you have to handle the poop.
That's true.
I don't know.
Is this just something that you say to Cassie so you don't have to deal with the dog?
Oh, I clean up after the dog occasionally. It's true. I do get away with it a couple of times. No, I clean up after the dog. But it is like, oh God. It's the worst. But I was going to say, now that I have had a dog, I feel that less. I feel that less now. Pig urine is the worst smell I know. Dang. That
Okay,
sounds
all right.
Awful. That sounds awful. No, the worst. This is gonna be too dark. The worst smell I've ever smelled was like functionally a drug house, and it just smelled like dirt and human, like misery. Like it was just like over. It was like
Rhode Island.
Yeah, this was in Rhode Island. They like it was like a. Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was really, really bad.
I watched that documentary. You could smell some of the scenes.
Yeah, there was some not great moments. So yeah, there's a few times, for people who don't know, I made a documentary film about sex workers in Rhode Island and drug addicts, sex workers in Rhode Island. Real feel good movie. And yeah, there were like some pretty abysmal places there that weren't great. But I wasn't. It's funny because at the time I wasn't really concerned about the smell. I was concerned about getting killed. So that was, or like stepping on somebody. Like that's what I was worried about. Yeah. Other than that and dog shit. It's about
You ever been on a road trip with an old family dog in the car for too long and the farts just keep coming? That can be bad.
Yeah.
That could be real.
That could be the worst gassing.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I think
Guys.
I think we're calling it here. I think we did it. It feels like we did it. We mad gassed. The phone lines are closing up now. And we have done the mad gasser literally as
Son of a bitch.
as
Here we go.
I am doing this. Last fucking minute.
Papa TV.
Oh God, hold on.
Yes.
1. To send a voicemail,
Hold
press
on. I will accept. Hold on. One moment. One moment. And now you are on the air.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
You knew I had to call.
Patrick literally asked you to.
I performed the ritual, yeah.
Yeah. He said their name. He said your name 3 times. Now you have to show up. I'm teasing. How are you? What do you have to say for the Weekly Weird?
I'm
What's your-
fine, and International Space Station.
Oh.
You know that has to be Poltergeist. Definitely Poltergeist.
Why do we know
As
Come
in
on.
a vortex of energy.
Vortex of energy coming from frustrated people who cannot get back to Earth when they should be on Earth, when they were supposed to, like, they should be on Earth right now. They're not going to be on Earth till next year. One of them,
Little more
if I remember
frustrating.
right, is suffering something to do with one of his eyes because of being in 0G that may require like some kind of surgery. When he gets back, he may lose sight, if I remember right, reading about this. So there's that. There's just the physical stresses on you from being in 0G, losing bone density and stuff like that,
Sure.
that they did not, they were not prepared to have to deal with because they were not supposed to stay this long. Yeah, I would say, banging noises, things could be moving out of frustration, coming from a newly created vortex from 2 very frustrated, or maybe just one, never know, very frustrated person who wants to be home right now.
Well, thankfully, I think they're coming home. I think they might even be coming home like today. They're not staying until next year anymore. I think they sent up the dragon thing. So hopefully the poltergeist activity will subside. But yeah, that's I don't know. Is a
I
poltergeist...
heard the Starliner's coming down, but not with them.
The Starliner is coming down, but it's getting out of the way for the Dragon capsule. I think they're actually supposed to go back up. Like they're coming down. They're going to be down for like a month, and then they're going right back up. I don't know.
I bet they're excited for that.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Man.
But yeah, no, that's interesting. It could be. That's a kind of wonderful crossover between the ghosts and the science fiction-y space, areas. Where's the movie about the poltergeist?
Space Poltergeist? Let's go.
There you go. Add it to the movie list, Jim.
Do it.
But yeah, no, that's compelling.
There you go.
There you go.
And as I pointed out in the chat about the similar story with Popeyes of Lake Geneva, Wisconsin.
Oh, as the Burger King?
Yeah. the creator of Popeyes liked this restaurant. So and they sell chicken on top of that, smoked chickens. Liked the place so much, he sold them the rights to call themselves Popeyes. They even have a statue of Popeye outside of the restaurant. This is in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. And then Popeye's chicken started getting everywhere, and discovered that there's Popeyes in Lake Geneva that makes chicken, and they were taken to court, and I think it ended up the same way. They cannot have a Popeye's chicken in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, because there's already one there.
Dang.
It seems like they were just licensing Popeye to anybody. It's like spinach, 2 chicken restaurants.
Yeah.
Well, listen.
By the
That
way,
smoked chicken looks good.
Popeyes of Lake Geneva, much better chicken. Little pricey, but much better chicken.
What do you mean? I love Popeyes. I'm a Popeyes.
Oh, I love Popeyes too. It's just like, apples and oranges, though.
I
like,
see. Smoked chicken, not fried chicken. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, thank you for sharing
Long
that.
time caller.
Long time caller.
Long time caller. Lost track of how many times I called.
Well, thank you for calling in. Appreciate that. Pondering the poltergeist in space. We were gonna have a new movie soon, so
there you go. I'll write it.
Okay, get to work on it. All
Sure.
right.
Okay. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Papa TV brings up a really important issue, I think, which is apples or oranges.
Oh, choose. That's hard.
Yeah.
That is tough. I don't know. Wait, can they hear
I think if you're juicing it, I gotta go orange.
Yeah,
that's true.
Orange juice.
Though fall's coming, and I love a good apple cider.
Yeah.
True. I do love oranges. We'll keep the phone lines on a little bit longer.
I think I'm gonna say apple if you're just having the fruit, just because of the variety that you get.
Same.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go orange. I think I like things orange flavored way more than I like apple flavored. I like orange juice. I like orange the fruit better. I like orange soda. I like even
orange pie. Enjoy your orange pie this Thanksgiving.
Listen, you
dweeb.
You can.
I'm gonna be eating yum apple pie.
You can make an orange meringue. All right, you back the fuck off. All right, apple pie is the most boring pie there is, except for Cassie's apple pie, which is amazing. Babe, I love you. Dude, before you yell at me. I do like apple pie though. Apple soda.
Everyone likes apple pie.
Apple soda is not fire. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Apple soda's decent.
With your
apple soda's real?
Yeah. There's like, what is it called?
The
like
Mundial?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Manzana. Yeah.
Manzana. Yeah.
Wait, is it apple soda or green apple soda? Those are two different things.
I mean, there must be both. There must be both.
There was like a Jones green apple soda back when Jones soda was a thing. But yeah, no, I would go definitely orange.
Give us a call and tell us if you prefer apples or oranges.
Hear about the fruit.
I do. I years ago was mad that there's key lime pie and lemon meringue pie, but there aren't pies for the other citruses, and I have a few times made a grapefruit pie in the style of the lemon meringue, and it's awesome, I think. But you could do that with an orange. You could do that.
I think
it'd be so sweet, probably.
Pie, yeah. Or a tangerine pie.
Whoa, that sounds extreme. Yeah. 5 Alive pie, orange, tangerine.
Oranges you can eat alone. Apples are best with something else like cinnamon, etc.
Apples you have to have a friend to eat.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. You don't want to eat an apple alone. Then you have a problem.
You have to eat an apple in front of your doctor, or else they don't know.
That's right.
Oh man,
get away from me, doctor.
Yeah.
Huh? Orange pie.
You
Orange
look at a
pie
orange
is
pie?
the thing. It's a Southern classic,
Yeah, dude.
apparently.
Yeah.
And it looks a lot like pumpkin pie.
Oh no.
But is it made out of oranges or is it just the
Yeah,
color?
It's just orange pie.
Yeah, it's just pumpkin
It's orange pie. It's made
and
with sweet
there's-
potatoes.
Orange pie.
Hey, give me that orange pie.
You use orange juice. Let's see. Orange
You just
juice,
pour.
sugar.
Is it one of those pies they make in the South where they just pour a
It's like
liquid,
pudding
then just
and
dump
orange
a bunch
juice.
of sugar on top of it, like the Coke pie? Have you seen those on fucking TikTok?
Oh,
where it's
yeah.
just like Coca-Cola and more sugar, and that's how they make a
Dislike.
pie.
Yep, that's literally what it is. It's just a bunch of sugar and then 2 freshly squeezed oranges.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. All right. See,
Yep.
that the Southern definition of pie when you're not talking about tuber related or
Mm.
the
Squash.
classic squash. Yeah, it was like it is insanity. There's like 7-Up pie, Dr. Pepper pie. It's nuts. It's nuts.
Dislike.
Yeah, get out of here with that shit. That's just weird. But yeah. Well, all right. Unless we get a call, I'm closing it up again. Cutting the lines off.
You missed your chance, guys. We'll never know if you like oranges or not. I'm assuming you all hate oranges and apples and probably fruit, and you probably don't even eat food. You guys are worms.
Wow, Jim, coming in hot.
Or else they would have called.
Or going out hot.
It's true.
He's
You know
every
what?
time you guys don't call in, Jim gets sad. You know that?
Yeah,
It's true. He gets.
I do get
real-
sad.
Real sad.
I'm sad for every one of you that doesn't call. There's 14 people watching right now.
Mm-hmm.
14 people not calling.
Hey,
That's
listen.
right.
Some of them, it's an international call. Get all my energy from this.
Doesn't mean I'm not sad about it.
That's fair. That's fair.
To be fair, one of them did call, so 13 people not call.
There you go. There you go. That is
That's
true.
right.
Guys, what we are going to be back next week again at our brand new time. Next week, we're gonna do something a little different.
What?
Yeah, dude. Next week we have an off week. It's not off. We're going to be our man Patrick and the rest of us. We're putting together a group of videos. It just says I'm looking at our document where we said what we're going to do each week, and it says it's your week. So, but we are going to be watching all paranormal react videos. It's going to be a whole day of watching ghost videos, alien videos, videos of strange occurrences and cryptids, and we are going to talk about them as we do. So it'll be
We're treading new ground on Twitch by doing reaction.
I know, right? If I see anyone else doing reaction videos, lawsuits flying out the wazoo. The lawsuit wazoo, that's where they're going to fly out of. But yeah, that's what we're going to do next week on the 13th. And then the week after that, we will be doing the Menendez brothers. So
fun.
Yeah, for my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Strap in for that shit. But so we're already late on that one on the react videos. I don't know what you're talking
What are you
about.
talking about?
Yeah.
I've never reacted.
We're a
to
week
video.
early. It's next week.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So anyways, guys, that should be a lot of fun. We'll have the phone lines open probably for the entire one of that episode. So
Yeah.
get ready. Save your quarters.
Get ready to call us or make me sad.
That's right. Call or
Your
make
choice.
him sad.
Your choice.
My cat is telling me it's time to end the show, guys. So it's
I
time
agree
to
with the
end
cat.
show.
All right.
Guys, thank you so much for being here. The new time is 11 p.m. Central. That's 1 hour earlier than we were doing it before. That's midnight Eastern time. That's 9 p.m.
It is 1 hour earlier. Yeah. So you have to wake up earlier now.
The cat wants to say hello. This is the cat. He's saying hello. But he also wants to say goodbye. Goodbye, friends. So long. It was a great time as always. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks to everybody for hanging out. Dave, thank you for the gifted subs.
Man.
For forcing
Hype
me to
train.
show my belly and the hype train. That's right. You guys are the hype. Oh my God, this cat! Look at this! Look at him go. He refuses.
I can hear him.
Can you
hear him purring?
Can you guys
yeah.
hear him? There he is. This is Rio, the goober cat. If you guys are not already following, or please go ahead and hit the follow button and let us and help us out with that. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, like the video and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know how to end this show yet. I'm going to end it with my cat. What do you have to say, cat? Yeah.
You nuzzle that mic.
yeah.
Yeah, just
sweet boy.
Just getting in on that mic. This will be gross to put on front of my face later. Anyway, I'll see you later, guys. Bye, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
See you.
This is how I wave.
Tune in next time for more